We're live on Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday day, man.
It's great.
I love nutrition.
Nutrition is the best.
I'm eating my quinoa, chicken, veggies.
There's stuff on this chip.
To be fair, I'm also eating a brownie.
Ooh.
Lunch dessert is my favorite kind of dessert.
Brownies are so good, though.
Especially these. People in Minnesota sleep on the Cub Foods bakery. So Cub Foods is our local Minnesota grocery store chain.
Yeah.
People sleep on their bakery. These are the fudge brownies from there. I buy them every week. They are so goddamn good.
I love me a good brownie.
Yeah. I like having lunch dessert more than dinner dessert because dinner dessert sometimes doesn't sit well with me because it's just a little late.
Oh, yeah.
So I usually have lunch dessert instead. But this stuff, I usually kind of forget that I'm also having a dinner or a dessert with it because it's just good.
That's funny.
I am. And I, sort of came up with this dish myself. Sort of. I saw on Instagram somebody make something with rice. And I was like, I could do that with quinoa.
Yeah.
Because I mean, rice is fine, but I prefer quinoa. One, it's more nutritious. And two, it tastes better to me. And then I was like, I don't love their veggie choices. I'll do these veggies instead. And I was like, I want to get some more omega-3s in my diet. I guess I'll put some hemp hearts and chia seeds and flax seeds in it.
It's just super healthy. It's great.
Instead of feta, I'll do goat cheese. Like it was just a constant change. Okay. Yes, R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne, not to Hulk Hogan. We don't care about Hulk Hogan.
No.
I mean, is he an iconic wrestler from the 80s and 90s? Yes. But he has, especially over the last couple of years, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Not great. Mean, it's sad that he died in the sense of I feel bad for his family. Grieving. Just like I felt bad for my dad when his mother died. You know?
Yeah. It's like you can have empathy, but also...
Yeah. I have empathy. But Ozzy Osbourne spent his life putting good out into the world.
Yeah.
Was he insane? Yes. Did he do a few too many drugs? Yes.
Let me do this thing. There we go.
I'm full. So, fun fact for everybody. I mean, Kay already knows this. I'm actually on my laptop right now.
Oh, yeah, I do know this.
So the framing might look a little weird today because my desktop well, to be fair, I could theoretically be on my desktop at this point. I could theoretically because it is working enough to do it. But my desktop is I think on its last leg. And so I hooked up my laptop to one of my monitors and put it into the center of my desk. And am using my normal webcam and my normal microphone all plugged into my laptop here. And here we are.
It's great.
Also, I'm not sure if I have a head cold or if it's my non-allergic rhinitis, but I'm a little sniffly today. I have been for the last few days. Huh?
Just a little sniffles.
No. That was an internet problem.
Mm-hmm.
Which hopefully is resolved.
Hopefully. Seems fine right now.
Yeah, we were having problems before we went live.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I chat like today. I mean, today we chat a little bit longer than we normally do because you were trying to help me fix my desktop.
Trying. It's mildly working, at least. It's better
I'll be able
than
to edit.
Yeah. Hopefully.
After I find my other external hard drive, because I realized I only have one over here. It's somewhere in the house.
I love it.
It's upstairs somewhere because I had it upstairs.
Oh, that's easy enough.
I was trying to do something with it on my laptop, and I was upstairs with it. That's all I remember. So it's somewhere up there.
Somewhere. Refreshing.
So I had lunch late, which is why I'm still munching a little bit.
I have finished mine. That's because if I eat any more of those chips, I will also become very sniffly. Because it has just enough spice where my sinuses are like, hee hee ha.
See, I think that's what I need to do is I just need to eat some like ghost pepper and it'll just clear this out. Just
right, just bleh.
I'm such a bad Norwegian. Like my brain immediately goes to ghost pepper.
Right? Like
not
of all the peppers.
Jalapenos are a little warm.
Or like habaneros. Like or what's the other one?
Tabasco.
Not cayenne. Cayenne's just nice. It's got a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I do like how ghost pepper was your go-to though. You're just like ghost pepper. I'm like, really? I mean, it definitely would do the job.
I remember when I was in, we had a layover. That is not my cat.
Hello? Noises.
Let me turn my desktop just went to sleep. So let me. Nope. No. What was I saying? I remember. Something about ghost peppers.
California Reaper.
I don't know if I'm that brave yet.
I think I tried one of those spicy beans, and it was a California Reaper. It actually wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be.
There's a place at the Mall of America called the Pepper Palace.
Ooh.
I have never tried to bomb Beyond Insanity.
I would try it and die.
Would love to, but the way they react on that show, like literally even Sean, even though he eats it on a very regular basis, even he's like, I can't with this sometimes. And I'm like,
how bad is it?
And what's funny is everybody's like, they can at least find something good to say about all of the hot sauces on that show. That was like, there's no redeeming qualities to this. There's no redeeming qualities. Well, like I said, I am a really bad Norwegian.
It's fine. Rebel.
Oh, that's right. Layover. That's what I was talking about. So we had a layover in Atlanta, Georgia, on our way down to Florida one time. for one of our Disney trips. I'm not sure. Maybe the most recent one. Maybe 2017. I don't remember. Anyway. But we were getting lunch during this layover. And I ended up getting chicken and waffles because I wanted to know what the hype was, and I wasn't going to have chicken and waffles until I was in the South. And then I understood the hype. Chicken and waffles is amazing. I actually texted my friend Kyle, who grew up in Louisiana, lived in Texas for a gajillion years. Now he lives in Los Angeles. But I texted my friend Kyle. I was like, how do I eat chicken and waffles? He's like, why? And I go, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I figure what's the best way I think it's the best time to eat chicken and waffles. He goes, lots of syrup. And I was like, okay. Anyway, but originally I was going to get a burger. And in Minnesota, because we're just a bunch of Scandinavians here, I usually go make it as hot as you can, which is usually putting like jalapenos on it, right?
Yeah.
That's as hot as Minnesotans get.
Aw.
And I was like about to do that here. And I went, not here, in the Atlanta airport. And I was like, that's probably poor life choices. And my dad goes, here, saying as hot as you can make it. You're in the South. They probably think jalapenos are like sweet.
It's like a pickle. It's just a flavor. It adds a little something to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it is peak. I don't know. Am I too old to say peak? I'm almost 40. I shouldn't use slang anymore.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fun. Because then the kids are like, oh, God, we can't use this anymore.
Mom, are you skibbity whatever? Skibbity toilet? Is that what they say?
Toilet. I still don't understand.
My nephew tried to explain it to me at one point. I'm like, I still don't understand.
I have yet to have it explained to me.
Like, at least our slang made sense. You know, like we took radical, which was from like the 70s and 80s, and we reduced it just down to rad.
Right.
You know? We would say suck it. Our shit made sense.
It was so much easier to keep track of. It's like now it's like what?
I mean, they lost me at cap, no cap. I understand what it means.
I figured it out and immediately forgot.
Like it means are you telling the truth or not?
Yeah.
But like, why cap?
Who knows? Why
like
not?
I just want to know the history of it. According to my sister, who is a mother to 400 or 500 Gen Zs. I don't know. I've lost track of how many children she has. It's 4. And they're all kind of all along the spectrum. You know, Kinsey and Eden are almost 21. Graham is the youngest. He's almost 13. So like they're kind of all over the Gen Z spectrum, you know? She had the audacity to say that Kinsey and Eden were millennials. I was like, they were born in 2004.
Right? They're like technically I feel like 99 to like I don't know 98 to the whole generation name thing never made sense to me because I feel like millennials should be closer to like 2000.
No, we were coming of age during the millennium change. That's why we're called millennials. That's why I have trouble when people in the 90s call themselves millennials that were born in the 90s call themselves millennials because I'm like, but you don't remember the scare.
Right? The Y2K.
You don't remember the scare. You don't remember sitting in your father's mother's basement with all of the old toys that she has kept since your father and his sisters were children with your cousin and going, the world is going to end while we were trying to make little tiny brownies in the easy bake oven that didn't work.
Perfection.
Such a very specific memory. And I love how my most specific memory about Y2K is at Noreen's house.
That is awful, but also funny.
I mean, Y2K, Noreen kind of have the same vibe.
End of the world.
Anybody who doesn't know, I did not have a good relationship with my father's mother. And I do not call her grandma. I call her my father's mother, or I call her Noreen. And she died in 2021. And my first thought when my dad texted to say she passed away was, I'm free. If that gives you any idea.
Oop.
Okay. I'm officially out of food.
Aw, no food? No more food for you. I also have no. I mean, I've got these.
What is that?
I read that as Cebu, and I know that's not.
Cebu.
Song about Cebu.
That song is gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
Need another
That's
visit
why-
too. Audience is standing
why-
and leaving. Bye bye moo. Bye bye moo. Bye bye moo. Bye bye moo.
Okay. Oh, shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, so it's just
It's an acronym. Got it.
just an acronym.
They do like their acronyms. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My sister, who has raised a whole bunch of Gen Zs, right? And she's a therapist to a bunch of Gen Zs. Well, she's got Gen Z clients. Not that she shares information about clients, obviously. She does not. But we were talking about it at one point. Because I was like, when I write The Man from the Stars, they're going to be now like Gen Z kids because of their age. When I first came up with the idea, they would have been millennials because I was 17 when I first came up with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so now I'm going to think about it, and I don't want to put millennial slang in this. And so I was talking to Kinsey and I was like, do you guys want to like beta read it as millennial or as Gen Zs and be like, help me like go, this sounds millennial. And they're like, yeah, that sounds good. And then my sister butted in, she's like, yeah, but their slang, I feel like isn't real slang. And I'm like, same. Like, no. I think that they just do it to make fun of older generations for having slang.
I think so. That seems very on brand.
And I'm like, that seems very Gen Z.
You know what? Let them do it. Let them cook.
Oh my God. Love it. I love it. You know, that's one thing about Gen Z that I love. They're just like, they give no shits.
They chill.
They give no shits. Though the Gen Z stare has me roaring on social media right now. My niece, one of my nieces does it.
Oh my God.
Like, I'll ask her a question, she'll just stare at me. And I'm like, you there?
Oh my God. That's funny.
Are you Gen Z? Do you give some shits? I mean, when I say don't give a shit, I mean like how like millennials or Generation Y just in general. Because I mean, I do feel like there's a big difference between what I think of as a millennial, what I think of as Generation Y, because they're one and the same technically. But I feel like I was saying, like, unless you actually were coming of age over the millennium, I have trouble calling you a millennial, but you can absolutely still be Generation Y. And you know, like, we're at war with the boomers because, well, the boomers ruined everything. And then there's Gen X, where my brother-in-law, who is Gen X, my brother-in-law is often like, yeah, but you were born so early in the millennial generation. You're more Gen X than anything. I'm like, this is true. I was a latchkey kid. You know, I took care of myself starting at the age of like 10. Like, I was one of those kids that my parents would just leave the house and be like, just don't open the door for anybody. Somebody knocks on the. That's probably why millennials don't knock on don't like open doors when people knock. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Is we were told, don't do that. Don't
like,
open the door to strangers.
Don't. Be like,
and
okay,
that just stuck with us.
We'll never open door ever again. Got it.
So when I was in real estate and they were all like, go door knocking. I'm like, are you kidding?
Nobody's gonna answer that door.
But yeah, but that's what I mean by like Gen Z doesn't give a shit. It's like the Gen Z generation is just out there being this. I'm just a generation. Like we're just living our lives. I don't care what millennials are really doing. I mean, you're cringy, but that's fine.
Right?
You know, Gen X, who we don't know her. And then boomers, yeah, they ruined everything. But like, what are we gonna do about it aside from just, you know, give the shits that we do care about, right?
Right.
Anyway, I just appreciate Gen Z a lot.
They're great.
See, that's where I am with Gen X though. Because I was born in 1986, which is solidly millennial. Because technically the millennial generation started at 1982, which is the year my sister was born, even though she does not agree. But I was born in 1986. But again, I was raised by older boomer parents. And I was a latchkey kid. And, you know, all that stuff. So like I definitely feel very Gen X. But I also fully understand that I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
So my guess is you were probably born in like the mid to late 90s. I mean, you don't have to answer, obviously. But that would be my guess based on that. Then again, I guess Kinsey Eaton really don't feel like Gen Z either. But again, they're solidly Gen Z.
I feel like nobody ever feels like the generation they are. They're just like, I'm just chilling.
My parents are definitely boomers.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying.
aside from that. And then what is it? The silent generation?
Yeah, the generation before them, which, trust me, they were not silent.
No, they're very loud.
And then the greatest generation was before that. Whoa.
Are you breaking stuff?
Why'd that happen?
Are you breaking stuff?
I think so. What am I trying to do?
I don't know. I'm trying not to buy more dice, but I'm still looking at it.
I'm trying to just live also my life.
Dice.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Boomers and beyond are anomalies. Okay. So shall we do our introduction?
Why would we do that? We have 2 more minutes until it's 25 now.
Okay. Oh my goodness. There's just so much happening right now because I had to move a bunch of stuff. So there's just cords everywhere. I hate cords.
Right? Like, I'm so glad I got a wireless mouse. It makes me so happy. Now I want a wireless keyboard. I've started something.
I want a wireless keyboard, but I also want it to definitely still be mechanical because I need a...
Oh, they're 100% wireless mechanical ones.
Yeah, but like they're like $500 million. That's
because they're wireless mechanical ones.
I just bought a house and I made my first payment today. It's expensive. Did you know buying a house is expensive?
Yeah, I know. That's why I haven't bought mine.
And I still don't. The interest rates are even worse than when I bought mine. And I'm still living in the god dang freaking mother-in-law suite. I said that to my dad one day. I was like, I bought this house. And I'm still living in the mother-in-law suite. He's like, we're working on it. And I'm like, I know.
We're getting there.
No laser keyboards. I know. I did.
I don't. Is that a thing?
I need the clicky noises.
Am I dumb?
I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. For some reason, those clicky noises, they just feed my soul.
That's a projection keyboard. Absolutely not. I want physical touch.
Yeah. Cell phones are bad. Did I charge? I should probably charge my cell phone.
Adulting is rough. No, thank you. I don't want to. Why be an adult when you can be a kid with money?
You just described the entire millennial generation.
we
just
have money.
We're just overgrown children with money.
Literally. I love that
we
so
have
much.
Adult money, but children brains. Also, I need to make the joke because you'll be able to see it if I move. But so I have something. I think we're okay. So you know how they say you should never air your dirty laundry on the internet?
Yeah. No. See, I don't have dirty laundry because I just did my laundry.
That's the problem, is because I was gone last weekend. New vlog coming sometime whenever I sit down to actually edit. I was gone last weekend. Went to Madison, Wisconsin to go see a Broadway show.
Yay.
And though we did find some new things that we like in Baraboo, which is great.
Ooh.
A distillery that is absolutely delicious, and a breakfast place that just the morning, what was it, Sunday morning, had breakfast. Oh, so good. Highly recommend Broadway Diner if you're in Baraboo, and Driftless Glen Distillery if you're in Baraboo. Not sponsored by either thing.
Sponsor us. No.
Hey, I spent enough money at the distillery. Oof,
I spent money, therefore sponsor me.
Not as much as my mom spent. But we both came home with half of the distillery.
So you had half, she had the other half. They had nothing left.
They had to just completely shut down because we took everything.
You're like, dang it, they bought us out. Rude, but also yay.
I got a cucumber vodka.
Ooh.
I got a brandy, and I got a rye whiskey, and then my mom got a cranberry vodka, a brandy, and the bourbon whiskey. And the two whiskeys were single barrel. And if you know anything about whiskey, they're very expensive to do single barrel. So, because they had, the only rye whiskey they had was single barrel, but the bourbon they had single barrel and they had a regular one. But I'm like, Dad deserves a single barrel, Mom. You should get him the single barrel. So yeah. Anyway, but I was gone last weekend, and so my laundry situation got all thrown off because I usually do my laundry on the weekends. So I did my laundry in the middle of the week, which means I'm not doing laundry this weekend. So that means I have to just really hope that I don't run out of shit before the weekend.
Hopefully you don't.
Because I want to try and get back on track. Okay, should we actually do our introduction now? Because now it's 29 minutes.
Oh, just wait a few more seconds and then it's 30.
God damn it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Britt. I write things.
You do?
You do.
I don't think you do.
I wrote something. Well, I wrote something and then I put it in this.
Oh my gosh. I think I have that. It's over here somewhere.
So, you know all these words in here? I wrote them.
I think it's right there. I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's words.
I wrote all of those words without the assistance of, generative AI, because I'm, an artist.
You actually wrote those words.
I actually wrote them.
You wrote the
If anybody
Yeah.
can guess, we're not a big fan of people using generative AI to write books or do art.
Get out of here with that. Immediate dislike.
Anyway, so I wrote this. This is my debut novel, Deepwater. And my second novel will be out in November. It's actually going in for professional editing. I can't speak today. Not editing. Editing. Going in for professional editing next week. I just want to do a couple more things with it before I do that, because one of my beta readers was so kind as to find a bunch of words that I overused, because again, I write my own stuff. Though I guess I would guess that also that would be one of the ways to tell if something is AI, if they overuse words. But
I don't know, because there's also that M- theory. I'm like, that's stupid.
The I use M- all the time.
It's so stupid.
I use M- all the time. It's one of my favorite ways to describe a quick little pause, either in thought or in speech, without it being a semicolon or an ellipses again.
It just flows better.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes I use an ellipses and sometimes I use an M-. I'm sorry, Moby Dick uses M- all over the place. Are you saying that's AI generated?
Yes. Somehow, some way, yes.
What was another one? The other example? Oh, Frankenstein was another one that uses M- all the time, like all over the manuscript. And they're like, "Oh, is this AI?" No, I use M- all the time.
It's so dumb.
It was so funny because I'm like, if at any point somebody says something about the fact that I use M-, I'm like, this is AI, and I'll just take my phone and point it to my computer and just type in an M-. Anyway. So yeah, my second novel, Price Check on Love, will be out in November. I have the cover finished and it's so pretty, but I'm not sharing it yet. I'm not sharing it yet because I have this whole plan on how I want to release it. So I'm not sharing it, but it's done and it's beautiful. The artist took exactly what I had in my head. What was so funny is what I did is I went on Canva, not thinking that I was going to make my own cover, because no, but I am skilled enough on Canva to play around. Now, something like, I can do some cover idea, like some cover things. So like I've done ideas for Kay before. But like when I'm talking like vector image art, which is what I like to use for my contemporary romance, I'm very particular because I write about, mid and plus size women, and that's not easy to find. So, what I did was I found a random picture of a PetSmart on the internet, and I put that as the background, and then I put a plus size vector, and then as vector, a plus size woman vector, and then a man in a suit vector, and I put them in it. And then I just like created like a little like thing that's a Price Check on Love, and then put my name on it. And I sent that to the artist, like, this is the vibe. And she's like, this is hilarious. I was like, I know it's terrible. It's like, no, this is amazing. And then I was like, yeah. And they're like, no, I like that you did this. This is very helpful. And I'm like, it's terrible. Don't laugh at it. Even though I laugh at it all the time.
It's great. It was so good. Because then it's like good reference for them, because then they get what you actually want. So
right, because with that they were able to like actually pose them the way that I wanted them to be posed, which was great. It was really helpful. But yeah, I know I love this cover artist. This cover artist I was going to utilize again because I like her and she was really easy to work with, and I think that this cover is great. I love everything about this cover. But unfortunately, she never got back to me when I was like, hey, and still to this day has not responded. So I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's my first thought is she okay? At first, it was like, ignoring me. I mean, just say you're not open to doing that again or something. But to be fair, the last time we communicated was on Twitter, and I don't have Twitter anymore because fuck Elon Musk. But She does have an Instagram. So I was like, I'll reach out to her on Instagram. And then I Googled to see if she even still has a Twitter. And she also doesn't have a Twitter anymore. So I'm
Does she
like,
have a Blue Sky?
I haven't looked. But anyway, so then I put out like a TikTok video. And I think I also put it out on Instagram too. And I was like, fill out this Google form. Because the last time when I was looking for her, my DMs were just bombarded. And I'm like,
You get all
not
the
doing
bots.
that again. So
Yeah.
if somebody's actually serious about wanting to do cover art for me and not a bot, I'm going to have them fill out a Google form. So I set up a Google form and had them fill stuff out. And that's all I looked at. I didn't look at my DMs. If I got a DM, I deleted it.
Yeah.
I literally got somebody who was like, check your DMs. I was like, why don't you fill out the Google form? And she's like, how about we work through DMs?
It's like, nope, you can't listen.
Like, even if you're a human and not a bot, you can't follow instructions.
Pass.
I've not been able to find her on Facebook. But that's okay, because I ended up developing this great relationship with this cover artist, and they are fantastic. Their art is superb. It's more than vector. Like, it's full illustration, which is beautiful. So eventually they'll probably redo this cover too, at some point, because there might be a sequel to this book. And if I do that, then I will re-release this book with a new cover when I release the sequel. Because I would want them to look the same, you know? It'll still probably look like this. Like, I'll probably keep the same vibe, but just with new art. But anyway, so no, I absolutely love it. And I actually want to look at it because it's the background on my computer right now. Oh my God, I love it so much. It's so good. What's so funny is I wasn't even going to show Kay.
Mm-hmm.
We have this group chat with a bunch of friends of ours, and I was like, I'm not going to share it with you guys. I want to keep it for myself for right now. And then the second that it was finalized, I was like, fuck it. And I showed it.
Like, I got to show you. We're like,
you guys.
It's so good. I love it.
I love it. It's so perfect. And what I liked about this artist is they do a lot of plus size women. And that was a big deal for me because a lot of people, if you're not experienced in drawing plus size women, it can get real caricature-y and cartoony real quick. And I didn't want that. I wanted them to be, I wanted people to be able to look at the cover and be like, oh, I see myself.
Yeah.
Right there. Because that's the whole point of me writing mid and plus size women. So anyway, I love it. It's so good.
It is
anyway, but that's me. But yeah, Deepwater is about four people who fall in love on a ship. Not all together. It's not a wide choose. But that would be a fun thing to write. I haven't written that before. But no, Lori and Ryan are best friends. They pretend to be engaged, but then they both fall in love with other people on the ship. And so they have to maintain their lie while also trying to start relationships. And it's very complicated and very convoluted. Some trigger warnings for that because one of the main characters gets outed without consent a couple times to different people. And some toxic relationships with parents. I tend to do that. Might be my millennialness. Because Price Check on Love also has the same like toxic familiar relationships trigger warning. But yeah, so Price Check on Love is set in the 2009 recession, where you have a guy who graduated with an MBA, graduated from business school with an MBA, having to work in a retail store as a manager because back in the 2009 recession, people graduating medical school were flipping burgers at McDonald's because the unemployment rate was just that bad. And so he's trying to navigate that along with our lead woman character who wanted the job that he got. And so she has to train him because she's been basically working that job without the title. And, you know, it's a contemporary romance. What do you think happens?
They get a divorce.
Well, they'd have to get married first.
No. They just get a divorce.
Okay. They hate each other so much, they just get divorced. Got it.
They're like, you know what? Divorce.
Just skip the whole, like, marriage part. Well, let's just get divorced immediately.
He like, you? No. Divorce.
Okay. Kay, your turn.
It's me, Mario. No, just kidding. Hello, I'm Kay. I rate dark romance fantasy books. It used to be sci-fi horror, and then that changed real quick, real fast after I read a certain book trilogy, and I was like, you know what? Vampires, romance, yeah. And then that became a 13-book series that I'm working on right now. So
it keeps getting bigger.
Oops. Yeah, because it was 12. Actually, it started off as one book, and then I finished the
And there was a
second draft, and I'm like,
duology.
there's a duology because I was like, no, I like how this ends. And then I was like, well, I want to know what happened before when the vampire hunters first get created. I'm like, okay, cool. So that became a book, and then there was another book, and then I was like, oh, hey, this random book that had no relation, yoink, you are now part of this series. So then I was like, oh, that one, and then that one, and then this one, and then this one, and now it's become 12 books. No, wait, 13.
I can't judge you though, because I started with one book that has turned into a 7-book part book series. But there is also now a character that I've introduced in having fans of what I'm writing right now that I'm like, damn it, I kind of want to give her a love story.
That is so funny. But no, it's funny because both of our books that we started at the same time ish became more than one book.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
Which is also hilarious because when I started the Unwritten Rules of Hooking Up, I was like, I'm not sure which book I want to work on. So I just started all 3 that I was thinking about. And then the Unwritten Rules of Hooking Up just stuck. And so I kept writing it.
Yeah.
And then that evolved into a, like I said, 7-part book series. So now I'm thinking about retooling one of them because of the fact that I want to give this other character that was introduced a love story. Because now I'm like, damn it. Do I now rethink Selling the Lie? Because this main character has made it clear that, like, she's into whatever, like, romance-wise, she's into whoever, whatever she wants, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and she does kind of have a little crush on Riley, and I'm like,
well,
am I going to be having to rethink Selling the Lie at this point?
Oh my gosh. Also, I have to plan ahead because these books are so connected. It is obnoxious. Like, the duology is kind of like over here in the timeline, and you go back several hundred years. There's reasons for that. And so you've got like 2 series that are interconnected, but you don't have to read them. Like, you don't have to read one if you don't want to read the, like, you could pick whichever one you want to read if you don't want to read the other one, right? Or you could read them all and you're like, oh my gosh, this happened because of this. What? So I'm writing all of the first drafts first, and I'm stuck on this one book because it is so vital to everything that happens that I'm like, I have to write this one first, even though it's not the first one that you'll read in the prequel stuff. So
yeah, I'm writing all the first drafts too, because I feel like, because again, mine are all interconnected to the point that the one that I just finished, the first draft that I finished before I went through Price Check on Love Again, the Unwritten Rules of Playing Dirty. There it is. I can't even keep all the titles straight. That's okay because not all the characters are straight. So I guess anyway. But the Unwritten Rules of Playing Dirty literally takes place during a time jump of the Unwritten Rules of Jamming Together. So there's a time jump in the Unwritten Rules of Jamming Together, and then all of a sudden at the very end something happens, and not only is one of the characters going, wait, what? But so is the audience supposed to go, wait, what? And then we jump back in time and we tell that story.
It's great.
And that was the most, no, that's not true. The prequel is the one that was most recently added. It was the prequel that was most recently added because my mom was like, so you need to write the prequel because I want to know how these two ended up together. Because there's one couple that's just in there and they're like the dads of the group. And my mom's like, but now I want to know how they got together. And I'm like, I can't. They're already happy. Like, I'm not going to sit there and like do that. She's like, prequels exist. And I was like, I don't know. And I told Kay, and then Kay's like, prequels.
You got to do it. I am an enabler. Add to your series. Yes.
So we have, it's called this a series of unwritten rules, and it's the unwritten rules of hooking up, the unwritten rules of jamming together, the unwritten rules of playing dirty, the unwritten rules of having fans, the unwritten rules of selling the lie, unless I retool it. Then the unwritten rules of weddings are the main 6 books, and then the prelude to the unwritten rules is the prequel. And that was just probably gonna be a novella because I kind of want to tell a sweet, cute little like love story that is not the chaotic mess that the rest of these damn books are. The rest of these damn books are a bunch of broken people trying to fall in love. And man, let me tell you, none of them should be. But somehow it all works out in the end. And I sit there going, these are my favorite people.
I love you.
And then I'm sad when I'm done because I'm like, I'm not going to work with them for a real long time now. Like, I don't even remember Peyton and Hudson. Who are they?
Oh, no.
I mean, they show up in other books, so I remember them. But you know what I'm saying? I don't get to be in their heads anymore.
Right? Like, that's how I'm going to feel once I'm done with Bloodlust. Because then it's like, oh, I'm going to miss these two. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst, but I love them.
So, Kay, your series is more convoluted than a Final Fantasy timeline.
Apparently. All I remember about the Final Fantasy timeline is that game number 1 for us is actually game number 3 in Japan.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't remember because I don't think the games are like in time, like they're not chronological in like their timeline.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like. So that's fun. Mine will at least, because I figure I've done some world building. Mine at least has years and dates, so you'll know about where you are as you read the books. So for those chaotic people, once they're all released, they're like, I want to read this in actual factual timeline chronological order. They can.
I do that with Star Wars sometimes. I'm like, you know what?
Chaos.
I'm feeling really chaotic this weekend. I'm going to sit down and watch Star Wars in chronological order. I'm trying to remember where Solo fits in always. I mean, I think it's just between the trilogies, the first 2 trilogies, but
yeah, I think it's between 3 and 4.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Because I think it's it's Solo, then Rogue One, then
because Rogue One literally takes place right before A New Hope.
It gets real messy once you start adding the TV shows into the
That's
mix.
The thing is I've never done that. I've never added the TV shows. And that it gets real messy.
Started to do that because I did Attack of the Clones, and then I started watching the Clone Wars, but then that took a while to go through, so I was like, never mind.
That was like back when I thought I was really going to wait to rewatch the reboot of Doctor Who to actually get through classic Who. But John Pertwee, great actor, fantastic doctor. He plays the Doctor very well, or played the Doctor very well. For a show about space and time travel, there's very little space and time travel. And I'm bored. So I grew bored of Pertwee. So I'm slowly watching the 3rd Doctor. So I grew up on classic Who. I grew up on 4 going forward. So Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy. Like, those are the Doctors I grew up with. Never watched the original 3 Doctors, not original 3. I never watched the first 3 Doctors. So that's been fun.
Funny in quotation marks.
And so I was like, I really just want to watch the reboot. But there was this time here where I was going to do it in chronological order. And then I remember bringing this up in our group chat, being like, when should I watch the 50th? Should I watch it in release order, or should I watch it between the movie and the reboot? Because that's where it takes place chronologically. even though the storytelling is from Matt Smith's doctor's POV. So technically it takes place at that point, but that's the point, is that time is wibbly wobbly. Thank you, David Tennant, for one of the best lines in Doctor Who. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Stop.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. That's up there along with Jeremy Bearimy.
Jeremy Bearimy. I haven't watched that show in so long.
I need to finish my rewatch.
I call my friend at work Jeremy. I call him that sometimes. I'm like, hey, Jeremy Bearimy. Which is hilarious because I actually do that with my pets. I don't do it with Langley because Langley Bangley is not right. I say Haro Baro, and I say, well, Nova, I go Nova Pova Bova, and then Apollo, I go Apollo Balo, and Surrey Bury. That's how it actually started. It started with Surrey because I started going Surrey Bury, and then it evolved into all of them except for Van, who still does Vanny McVanderson, and then Langley, who I call Langs, because again, Langley Bangley, not great.
No, not exactly.
And then never did with Nodley either. Again, with Nodley, I just called her Nods a lot. Nodley was my frog, for those of you who were not around when my frog was still alive.
R.I.P.
I had American bullfrog that I raised from being a tadpole. And she was my little buddy. She was so much fun. She loved eating mice, so I would get her pinky mice. It was her favorite meal.
That's funny.
Yes, it was. I'm pretty sure the actors hope we forget about it one day.
Right? It's one of those where it's not a mess. It was a big mess.
It was
like, what were they thinking?
Why? That's my only question, is why?
Capitalism. Star Wars big, we should do holiday special. Here we go.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so that's us.
I have nothing published. I don't remember if I said that, but
hence the reason the description literally says buy Kay's book, error not found.
404 not found. We'll get there eventually.
There's been an error in looking for that.
We're still searching.
Still looking.
Yeah.
Now if Kay could just get their shit together and write instead of role play.
I can't help
Discord.
it. My D&D is fun. Oh, I haven't done the role play on Discord in like a month. So.
Oh, okay.
Because my role play partner has hyperfixations, and our role play is not one of them right now.
Got it.
So now it's D&D.
You also have hyperfixations though, because for a long time you were like, I'm gonna become a skater, bro.
It's so funny. Yeah, I've got you can kind of sort of see it right there.
Yeah, you were like, no, I'm gonna become a skater bro now. That's my new identity. I'm a skater bro. Yeah. And I was like, I wonder how long the skater bro thing is gonna last. It lasts like 2 weeks. You bought yourself a skateboard, and then you were like, nah.
The problem was I bought 2 skateboards, right? Because I wasn't sure what size I wanted. Went down the rabbit hole of watching like how to skate, XYZ, LMNOP. And then I actually started trying to in the driveway, but our driveway has like these big like grooves between like the little sections. So you have to actually like go fast to get over them. So I finally got to that point where I could do it after I like super crashed out. Because the way that you do it, you like scoot it and then you put your foot back, and I put my foot back too far, put too much pressure, and it popped and I fell. That didn't deter me from continuing. I kept going at it. And then this was like October. So then it started getting cold. So I started doing like a little indoor practicing, and then I stopped.
Cold.
It's too cold for me.
I love whenever people in warm climates are like, it's cold out. I'm like, really? You just said that to a Minnesotan?
Yeah, it's like 50 degrees. It's like, it's cold outside. That's my favorite thing to just annoy you with. Be like, oh my gosh, Britt, it's so cold. Look at how cold it is.
You'll send me like the forecast of the day. All of a sudden, send me the weather. It'll be like 55 degrees. Like, oh my God, I had to wear my winter coat today. I was like, oh my God, it's -50.
I'll be like, oh, I died.
I'm literally 100 degrees colder, okay?
Like, oh, no, thank you. Pass. Because it's funny, like, until I met you, it was like, oh, yeah, it's usually, really cold, maybe warm. And it's like, no, you get both of them, which is awful.
Yeah. No, like today is, I mean, it's not super hot today, but it's very humid.
It's like
I am
cloudy.
shocked that my hair, because I did run to my bank today. I am shocked that my hair did not go. And I think the only reason it did is because I left my house when it was still a little wet. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason my hair didn't turn into
a big puffball.
Otherwise, you all would have gotten straight hair me today instead of natural wave hair me, except for I did straighten my bangs because I don't like, on me, I don't like wavy bangs or curly bangs on me. So bringing back the 2010s with the curly hair and super straight bangs.
I mean, I got the typical millennial side part going on, so like,
yeah.
Because it was just one day I was like, you know what, side part, and I'm like, yeah.
So one of the reasons I got bangs is because people were like, I can't believe you don't do a side part. And I'm like, I just don't like the way they look on me. I don't like the uncomfortable, like my hair does the whole like going in front of my face thing, and I just don't like it. And so I've just never, I mean, I've tried the side part many times. I've had cuts where the side part makes sense, and I've definitely done it with bobs and stuff. But I'm like, I want to do a middle part. And they're like, yeah, but that's weird. I'm like, fine, I'll get bangs. It's one of the reasons I got bangs. Also, I hate my forehead.
I don't like me with bangs. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and that's the thing is every time I get bangs, I'm like, oh my God, I love bangs. They're so cute on me. And then I just don't want to upkeep them, and then I get rid of them. This is the first time I have ever upkept them since I grew them out when I was in high school. Nice. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Of course, I do need a trim.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm still my hair trimmed tomorrow.
I'm still stuck on the idea. I want to dye my hair. I finally figured it out. I want to do like red to purple. And then I'm obsessing over wolf haircuts, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Oh, that would look good on you. I think a wolf haircut would look cute on you. I've thought about doing peekaboo blue. So, like if my hair is pulled back like this, it would just be blue.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The peekaboo blue. Yeah. And I would do like a navy blue. I don't know. Back in my 20s when it was like acceptable to dye your hair ridiculous colors, I was like, I only want natural colors. So I dyed it red for a while. That looked really terrible with my rosacea. And then I dyed it blonde, which I liked, but it was expensive to upkeep. Actually, if you've been around this channel long enough, you will remember my blonde. Because I was aging out my blonde because I would go in and do balayage to, like, as my blonde was growing out, I would balayage so that it looked natural as I was growing out my blonde. But if you have been here long enough, or if you go back and look at my earliest videos on here, you'll see my blonde. But anyway, and now I'm like, and I remember thinking I would never do an unnatural color. And then now I'm like, and again, never like a judgment on anybody who did. It's just like, not me, and now I'm like, I want to do blue.
Right. Like, because I thought about blue and I'm like,
I was in my 20s. It's
so funny.
Ooh. 20s, the me of my 20s. We'll just say voted very differently than the me of my almost 40s.
It is so funny, like the complete opposite that we are of what we were.
I voted very differently at one point in my life.
Oh, right. It'd be like,
oh,
like younger me would be like,
yeah. I don't know how younger me would have felt about the last 3 elections and who ran for the party that she used to vote for. I really don't know how she would have felt about that though.
Right. Like, I would like to
I'd like to believe.
I would like to think, but then also
smart enough.
All right.
Anyway, fun times. Yeah. Oh man, this last election marked 20 years since I started voting. My first election was 2004. My first presidential election was 2004.
I don't remember my first one because I don't think I started
Your first
voting for a
presidential
while.
election, the first presidential election you would have been eligible for would have been 2008 because I was barely eligible in 2004.
Yeah, and it's like I don't remember if I actually did or if I got dragged to do it and I just copied and pasted. Like mom was like, "Here, vote for these people." It's like, okay.
I was so excited to vote. I was so excited to vote when I first got to vote. I was so excited.
I was so stressed out. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh man. I grew up in a very political household though. Like politics was a very common thing to have talked about in our house.
Ours is not. Like you barely hear it.
Well, you barely hear it now because my dad is the only one who believes certain things anymore. Knows he is outnumbered at this point in his life.
Ha
Anyway. Oh, I'm over full. I definitely ate more than I should have with my lunch, but that's okay. It was all it was every last bite of it was delicious. Okay, so should we look at our goals that we had?
Yes.
Cool.
Actually, no. Don't look at the goals.
Okay. Anyway, your goal was to finish Bloodlust second draft. As you said earlier, I'm writing all the first drafts first.
Okay, well that's because for those who don't know, the Bloodlust first draft became a two-parter and like it became a hot mess of 2-word documents basically because I was like, okay, I want to write like this point onward of like the thing that happens. And then that became like a 60,000 word monster. And I was like, I need to go back and write like the beginning part of the book. And that became a 50,000 word monster. It's like 100,000 something words for the first document. And there's a big gap in the middle that I haven't filled in. So I'm like, you know what? We need to go back at the beginning and just work our way forward. And so that's what the second draft is because I did this with the first book that's coming out, The Hunter and Her Prey. I did it that way too, kind of. It was like bits of scenes, and I'm like, okay, I need to like flesh it out better. And then that was the second draft. So I'm like, I can do it with this one. No. I have been thinking about it though, and then I finally decided what my wall stopping me was. I just haven't done anything. So I didn't finish my goal. Either of them.
I didn't remember. I didn't do the writing prompt either. I mean, I love that we're still doing it, but like also I'm trying to focus on the words that are going to actually be in books one day. But yeah, so my goals: finish the first draft of the Unwritten Rules of Playing Dirty, done. Finish the fourth draft of Price Check on Love, done. Start the Unwritten Rules of Having Fans, done. Uh-oh. Can you? Can you blame Merlin?
No, I can't.
I have a feeling you two are friends.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Got it.
Yep.
Aw, cute. Adorable.
Oh, shucks.
They're so cute.
I know it's not her fault at all.
You come hang out at the live stream. We love to see that.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
I'm going to be working on it today. Second draft
I'm
is going to be worked on today.
editing.
Well,
Hopefully,
good
as long as the desktop works enough for me to edit.
we'll see about that. Your desktop hates you.
I have it working just enough at this point that maybe I can edit with it.
Hopefully.
But a new desktop computer might be in my future.
We like new computers. They're fun.
They're expensive, and I just bought a house.
Definitely not cheap. That's why I haven't like looked into upgrading this one or like replacing this one, because I'm like, it's working. I don't need to replace it. I just want to replace it.
Yeah, and that was my thing with this one is I was like, maybe I'll just start replacing the pieces. That might end up being cheaper, but then you were saying a little bit earlier before we got on the stream, when we were chatting before the stream, and you're like, or not.
Yeah.
So just expect me to be sending you like every link to a computer that I'm looking at, because I will be window shopping all day. And I'll be like, do you like this one? How about this one? Is this one okay? What's this one like? Tell me everything you know about this one.
Is this one good? Will it work for the thing that I need it? I don't know how.
Literally just want to be able to write on it, which is very simple. I mean, that's what my laptop is generally for. And I want to play The Sims 4, and I want to be able to edit.
Yeah. So you definitely need a good graphics card, and you definitely need a good CPU.
I don't know what a good graphics card means. Like I don't know what that means.
So long as it's not, what's it called? I can't remember the word. There's a word. You want it to have like an actual like component. You don't want it to be like an internal bit of the motherboard. You want to have like an actual graphics card.
Did you get a new pop filter?
I did.
I just noticed how bright it is.
Right? It's so bright.
Anyway, sorry. That's my ADHD. I have hyperfixations too, but usually on food. But for me, it's like I am definitely like shiny. Like if I notice something new, all of a sudden my brain goes, wait, I can't not look at that now.
It's so bright. Yeah, I also because I use the microphone for recording the D&D sessions we do. It's lost its little googly eyes in transition.
Oh,
the googly eyes are gone.
I never even noticed that one.
Yeah. Speaking of, did I forget to change the thing? I did. Oh well. So instead of it picking up like just the front, it picks up everything.
Yeah, I think that's what I have mine at.
Yeah.
Just coming out.
I have more googly eyes, but they're like old, like years old. I don't know if they will actually stick.
What can you do?
Cry. Right? We do. Everything on this guy. Hello? As I say something, it buzzes.
I was actually just thinking about it though. I was literally just thinking about this earlier because because my first house payment is actually due on the 1st. And that's why it's like, that's why my entire personality today is I bought a house, you guys. Last time we did this stream, I had already bought this house. I just didn't have to make a house payment until August.
Yeah, now you've made a house payment. So now you can be like, house.
So now I'm like, house. But anyway, so I went to my bank to pick up some starter checks because I don't have checks. Who has checks? And they don't have my like little like remittance coupon. Is it like, oh, just put in your bank information and we'll just deduct it from your checking account? No, it's like, send us a check. And I'm like,
dang,
I have to get checks. So I ordered checks and they're like, it'll be there in like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, my house payment is due on the 1st though. So I went to the bank today to go and get starter checks. And then the second I got home and I grabbed my remittance coupon and I was like, I bet you I can make this payment on the phone. I bet you I could make this payment online. So then I went and I tried to do it on my phone. I tried to get in there on my phone, and I did. I set up an account with my lender and I was able to get into my account and I was trying to make a one-time payment and it was not being very friendly. And I was like, this sucks. So I got on my laptop and I said, I'm like, how do people just use their phones? I don't get it. This, right? I get that it's just it's very boomer of me.
No, because
I
Have
can't
you
just do my phone.
Have you seen the videos where the purchase is looking like a big screen purchase? So they put down their phone and they load up like their laptop or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do just my phone.
Yeah,
Like, I have
no.
friends that are like, I don't even have a computer because I just have my phone. And I'm like,
I need my computer. Even if I wasn't a gamer, I want it for like streaming and stuff. Because like I could watch it on my TV, but sometimes I just want to play games and watch something. You know?
yeah. Of course, this is coming from somebody who has a laptop and a desktop
Same.
and a smartphone
Same.
and smart TVs.
I don't have that. I get hand-me-down TVs, so mine are free. I get a new TV when my parents get a new TV.
I wish. I did get a free TV from work though. Haven't set it up yet. I've had it for like 2 years. It's still in a box. My whole plan was to unbox it when I move upstairs, and I still haven't done that, and I own the house.
No.
Still living the goddamn mother-in-law suite. But yeah, so fun times. I'm very proud of that. I didn't even remember my goals. I was like, I don't even remember what I put because I don't remember where I was like ago.
As you were like doing your little update videos, I'm like, that's one of her goals. That's one of her goals. And I'm over here like, I need to be writing, but help. Also, this week has been a week, so like there was no time to do anything.
That's fair.
So, but I have time-ish this coming week.
Time-ish.
Yeah, because I've got a little bit of time after our stream, and then maybe sometime before or after work tomorrow. And then I'm doing something Monday after work, and then Tuesday evening is a D&D group, and then Wednesday afternoon is another D&D group, and then after that in the evening is we pitch our characters for the other D&D group. So
where did you find all these D&D groups?
Would you like to know the story of how this happened?
I feel like you have no friends aside from us.
So, I mean, technically it's like all coworker. It's like it's a coworker domino effect, essentially.
Got it.
Because one of them hyper fixated on D&D and really wanted to do a campaign. So she came up to like me and another employee and was like, "Hey, do you want to join D&D?" And I'm like, "I've always wanted to try." And we would all be like little noobs learning together. That sounds like fun.
You've never played D&D before this?
I've never played before. So
why does that surprise me?
Technically, I've played a form of D&D, but it was like a different sort of version sort of thing. And
fix that immediately. Obviously. See, here, I'm going to be your advocate. And yes. Why?
Wait, one of them is in person. So that was the group of coworkers, like all going, yes. And then like one of the coworkers' partners. And then the partner of one of the employees is like a professional. So they've played it before. And they were like, I want to do a DM session. And then like them, the DM of the first group, and then me, and then an employee who's not part of the first group is in this other little guy group. So it's just like 4 of us, right? And then one of the other guys who's part of the first group has played D&D before.
This is as complicated as your storyline.
Isn't it? I can't do anything simple. And then he was like, "Hey, there's this new thing that came out. Do you want to be involved?" I'm like, "I don't know if I'll have time." He's like, "That's cool, no problem." And then he asked me again. I'm like, "Sure. How often are we meeting?" He's like, "Maybe a couple hours each month." I'm like, "Okay, I could do that." So that's how the third one. So 2 of them are online, and then one of them is only in person. So
what you're saying is at least 2 of them she could be in. So
exactly. Yeah.
Fix that immediately. You're welcome. I would never play D&D any other way.
It's so funny how like opposite my characters are though, because like the first one is a vampire who's like really flirtatious, and then the second one is a warforged who
I
is.
will always be on your side. FYI. Think I'm gonna take Kay's side?
No, absolutely not. You hate me. That's why I'm here. I'm your arch nemesis, actually. Welcome
No,
to the stream.
Zilla. Zilla and I have been arch nemesises for many, many years.
It's so great. I love that.
It's so weird to think because I feel like I've known you for so long, but I've technically known Zilla longer, which also feels like I've known Zilla for a really long time. But like, think about it. I knew Zilla before I started YouTube.
That is wild.
Well, not really, because I'd already kind of started YouTube, but it was like before I really got into doing YouTube stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense then.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah. It's just weird to think how long I've known Zilla for.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you guys who whoa. I think my brain just restarted. My brain just went through a reboot just now. For those of you who don't know our friend Zilla, so Zilla is a friend of mine that I met through the convention circuit. He lives in the Twin Cities area, so we're not far from each other, but we very rarely see each other. We see each other at conventions, and that's pretty much it. But we met because I was helping host a panel, and one of the other panelists was another Gundam fan, and we were talking about Gundam. And literally right after the panel, he walks up behind me. Mind you, this man who does come in here every once in a while, this man is like a whole, not foot taller than me, but like he's quite a bit taller than me, comes up behind me, gets next to my ear and goes, Gundam. And that's how we became friends. But then at one point we decided that we hated each other. So friendly hated each other, FYI. We decided we hated each other. And so we are now arch nemesises. And so we do nothing but antagonize each other. So anytime we make every time we're at a convention, he'll be in my vlog of that convention, and we'll do short form stuff together. And it's usually us just like annoying the hell out of each other. And then at some point, you two have never met in person, but you two have met. It wasn't through this.
It was either through. I think it was through this, and then we started chatting.
And then you guys are like really good friends too. Like,
yeah.
Well, and I guess maybe not really good friends, but like you guys talk a lot, or at least you did.
Yeah. We haven't chatted a lot lately, but
he's been busy. So, but yeah, he's also a writer. Like, so he does some writing stuff. I don't know where he's at, but he's going the traditional publication route. So I think he's in the querying process right now.
Ooh.
But he's going traditional publish route. Because there are pros and cons to both things. I'm gonna make a whole video on it at some point of like what led me to the decision of indie publishing, and all the pros and cons of both things. But there are pros and cons to both, and I was like, yeah, I find so many more pros in the self-publishing stuff, the indie publishing. He's like, yeah, but you have to pay for so much more. And I'm like, this is true. You do have to pay for a lot. As in everything, you pay for everything. If you want it professionally edited, you pay for it. You want a professional book cover, you pay for it. You want it professionally formatted, you pay for it.
You're paying for everything.
There are programs that will help you format it, but you know what? I would never have known how to do this, like the color gradient. I thought about the ship situation. That was my idea, but like my formatters are geniuses, they're artists in that way. And that's, I mean, they're artists other ways too, but you know what I mean? Like, this is something that they're really good at, and I'm going to let a professional do it. And they're also a small business, so I'm also I'm also helping small businesses by having my cover artist, having my editor, having my formatter, paying for those things is also promoting and helping small businesses. Plus, their names are in the book. You know,
Yeah.
in the copyright section of the book has my cover artist, my editor. I don't think I actually have the formatter. I probably should do that for a price check, but anyway. So yeah. But yeah, so he's going traditional publishing just because it makes better sense for him financially, which I'm like, more power to you. I hope he gets what he wants out of it. So I haven't asked him in a minute, so I probably should.
Yeah, see where he's at and stuff.
Yeah, next time we chat, I'll ask him. But yeah. But yeah, he comes here every once in a while, whenever he's free. He comes in and antagonizes me because he's a jerk.
It's funny though.
It was funny when it was me, him, and Dylan.
Oh my gosh.
Because all three of us, I think that was where the arch nemesis thing came from, was when we were all hanging out at Anime Detour together. And I said the name. I'm not supposed to say that name anymore. I'm not saying why I don't say the name anymore. But we just all hanging out name at that convention that I don't mention publicly anymore. Anyway, and there was something, I can't remember the specifics, that he probably would remember, maybe Dylan would remember, but like we all hated each other because all of us belong to like a marginalized group. Because I'm a woman, Dylan's gay, and Zilla's black. And so there was something about that, like we all hated each other. And I can't remember who hated who or why. Anyway, but it was a whole thing. We walked around the convention just saying like, whoever it was that was the misogynist would be like, oh man, like I would trip over something like, yeah, that's a girl for you. And like, it was ridiculous stuff like that. You know, like Dylan would say something and we like, that's what, you know, we would say the stupidest shit and none of it made sense. And it was so funny. And all of our friends that knew us were all like, guys, this is dumb. We're like, we know.
We don't care.
Anyway, yeah, I don't remember who hated who in that whole thing, but we just said the dumbest stuff that didn't make any sense. Like literally, I'd be like, I would say something like, I don't want to walk up the stairs. And so again, it might have been Zilla, might have been Dylan. I think it might have been Dylan, would always have to go, that's a girl for you. And then just start walking up the stairs. Like it was just the funniest thing. We all had a blast, but it was all obviously consensual, like making fun of each other. And it was all fun and games. And none of us took any offense to anything any of the other people said. And we tried to stay away from actual problematic things.
Right.
Like we weren't just actively being problematic.
Just silly little things.
Just stupid little things. Like what I used to do to people, because I live in a larger body, right? And I used to love doing this to people when they would say like, oh, your glasses are really cute. I'm like, are you calling me fat? And I would just stare at them like I'm offended. And they're like, oh my God, no, oh my God. And they're like trying to figure out like why I thought that. I'm like, no, it's fine. And I had to stop doing it because one of my friends perfected the joke. She perfected the joke.
Oh no.
So it's why I stopped doing it. But it would be the stupidest stuff. It'd be like, wow, the sky is really blue today. And I'd turn to the person and be like, are you calling me fat? Like it was the stupidest stuff, right? So my friend, I used to go to this church. And in church, you know, you say good morning to people, you share the peace during the service, right? And like, oh, share God's peace, blah, 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 whatever, right? She turns to me, holds out her hand. She goes, you're fat. Me and my mom burst into laughter. And the pastor like a foot away. He goes, "What just happened?" He pulls her his face. You can't see that. And no, it's a thing. It's a joke. It's not funny. And he's looking at me just laughing. He pulls me after. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. No, seriously. It's a genuine joke." And I had to explain to him because he never knew, because he was not somebody I ever pulled that on. I only ever pulled that on people that I felt like could handle it. And I was like, "Look, you could say, open your Bibles to Jeremiah," and I would have been like, "Are you calling me fat?" He's like, "Okay, so you're not offended." I'm like, "No." I thought it was hilarious. He perfected the joke by calling me fat.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Just peek.
So I had to stop because she perfected the joke.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do it anymore because now it's not funny. And maybe that's why she did it. She got so tired of me doing it. She's like, "You know what? I'm going to just do this."
Like, you know what? Uno reverse.
She did. She Uno reversed it. You're absolutely right.
You've been
good times. I love it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I have so many different lives because in this whole conversation, I've been like, convention friends, church friends. They don't match.
That is so funny, though.
So funny. Anyway, yeah. So no, but that was a fun. I think that's where the arch nemesis thing came to be, though.
That makes sense.
From that weekend when the three of us were hanging out. That was 10 years ago because that was 2015.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
God. It's crazy. I think about the fact that you and I have known each other for 25 years, or not 25 years, for 15 years.
I'm like, oh,
when we were teenagers. 15 years. We've known each other for 15 years.
That's crazy.
We only just met in person last year.
Because you were like, solar eclipse. And I was like,
hey, I'm
also
there.
Here. I'm also here. Hello.
No, my immediate reaction was, where can I go to see the solar eclipse? Oh my God, it's going through Fort Worth. I can hang out with Kay. Because Kay is like in Texas, so it works.
Exactly. Just be near it and boom, done.
Well, because it was over, I don't know that area very well. It was technically over Fort Worth, right?
It was like in the DFW area. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All I saw was Fort Worth and Dallas, and I think it was closer to the Fort Worth dot. I don't know the area very well. All I know is that's where I met the robot.
You love that robot. You wanted to take it home. It's like, no, you can't take it home. But you're like, please.
To be fair, because I was not driving, I got myself pretty toasty that night.
You did.
I was pretty toasty off of sake.
It was funny because the little robot came by and you were just so enamored.
Yeah, and then I found out that that's the sushi place that's at the Mall of America, because I knew there was a sushi place and it was a conveyor belt sushi place that was put in the Mall of America, but I was like, I hadn't been there, and so I was like, I don't know if it's the same one or if it's a different one. And then I went to go look at it and I was like, oh my God, it's the same one. And I looked inside, I was like, oh my God, it's got the robot. So now that's mine and Nikki's place that we go. Nikki's one of my like best friends from childhood, who is at a convention right now. So I'm
fun.
Hoping she's having fun. I'm surprised she's going this year to this one, because this one got in some trouble for well, it's in Iowa. Need I say more?
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But
gunk in my throat.
I have gunk in my nose.
Do
I sound congested compared to normal?
Only every so often. Like right now, you sound fine.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm always congested, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, you sound fine. It's like rare occasions where you do sound a little, but not like terribly.
Yeah, I mean, the Mall of America, you can actually see downtown Minneapolis from the Mall of America. It's about 14 miles away from downtown Minneapolis, but it takes about 3 minutes to drive to the city limits of Minneapolis from the Mall of America. Something like that. But yeah, it's actually where where the Mall of America stands is where the Metropolitan Stadium used to stand, which is where the Twins used to play a million years ago before they built the Metrodome downtown, where it's where the Vikings played, and then they tore down the Met and converted the Metrodome to be for both the Twins and the Vikings. And then they built. You okay over there?
I got the hiccups.
Really? I have an uncomfortable fear of hiccups. Not of other people having hiccups, of myself having the hiccups.
Mhm.
Anyway, then they built Target Field, which is where now where the Twins play. And then they tore down the Metrodome and built US Bank Stadium, which is where the Vikings play. But originally the Twins played where the Mall of America currently stands. As a matter of fact, there's like a commemorative home plate in Nickelodeon universe, Camp Snoopy, to those of us who are originals. And by that I mean I lived 3 hours north of the Mall of America, and I rarely went as a kid. But still, it was always Camp Snoopy, and it will always be Camp Snoopy.
It will never be.
It's called Nickelodeon Universe now. But in Nickelodeon Universe, there's a commemorative home plate as to where the home plate of the Metropolitan Stadium was. And there is a random chair just hanging on a wall somewhere in Nickelodeon Universe. And I know where. I'm just not saying where because it's fun. It's only fun if you find it. There's a random chair just hanging on a wall in Nickelodeon Universe somewhere. And that is the longest home run in Twins history, where that seat is hanging. That's where the ball landed in the longest home run in the Twins history.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you stand at home plate and you can find the seat, you'll see how far it was. Fun facts with Britt.
That's kind of neat.
Fun Mall of America facts with Britt. Which is why it's so funny whenever I watch like vloggers go to the Mall of America. Like Lucas Cruikshank was just at the Mall of America not too long ago. If you guys remember Lucas Cruikshank, he did that Fred thing a gajillion years ago.
Nope.
You remember Fred?
That
really
Fred.
Fred, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
He's actually like a pretty fun vlogger, so I follow him now as like a vlogger. He was just here at the Mall of America, and every time, I don't know if he was just here, but he was here at the Mall of America, and he put up a video about it, like, I don't know, a couple months ago. And and it makes me laugh every time I watch a vlogger be like, I'm gonna be at the Mall of America, and they're just like, it's just a big mall, and I'm like, yeah, but there's so much history, and unless you're actually doing the like research about how cool the history of that spot is, you miss a lot of like stuff about it. What can you do?
Get a tour guide.
Then Nicole Brown was just here with a tour guide.
Oh.
And now I'm like, why wasn't I at the Mall of America the same days I could have met her?
No.
I love that Nicole Brown.
That would have been so cool. I'd like to meet her too. She seems pretty neat.
I mean, we're practically best friends. We have interacted on social media a few times, so we're obviously practically best friends.
Oh, well, Waterburger liked some of my tweets, so.
Mall of America. So you remember that video, that short form we did at the Grapevine Mall?
Oh, yeah.
Mall of America commented.
Oh my God. That's great. I love that.
The whole thing, for those of you who missed that short form video, the whole thing was like, they say everything's bigger in Texas, but obviously like I live near the United States' largest mall.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole joke, even though it's not even your guys' biggest mall in like Texas or whatever,
Yeah, no.
isn't that in Dallas?
I think it's the Galleria in Dallas, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't like going to Dallas. So
I've understood nobody likes going to Dallas. Even people who live in Dallas don't like to go to Dallas.
no, it's awful. Let's see.
That's how I feel about St. Paul. Anyway, but
Oh, it's the Galleria in Houston is our largest mall.
Well then, I don't know how close you are to Houston.
I'm a distance.
I was gonna say all I know is like we hung out in the DFW area. That's all I know. Anyway, but and we were kind of all over the DFW area, weren't we?
We were, yeah, because we went here, there, and everywhere.
We just didn't go to Dallas because you don't go to
No,
Dallas.
I was like, I'm not going there. We'll go anywhere but there.
Even though there was something I wanted to see in Dallas. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was just the like.
I think it was the zoo or something.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, but the whole short form video, because it was so funny, because that mall, the Grapevine Mall, actually has a lot of similar things that the Mall of America has, like a sea life aquarium and a movie theater,
Mm-hmm.
and like all these things, a rainforest cafe, and all this stuff. And so like it'd be really funny if we did this. And I was like, what? In a bowling alley and all these things that the Mall of America has. And so I'm like, so I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if we just walked around like, where's your whatever this is? And you're like, right here.
It was such a fun video to do.
It was, especially when we got to, where's your indoor theme park? And you're just like,
it was a carousel.
And I'm like, mine has roller coasters. I don't think that's what we said, but like that was one of the things that was possibility. Was like, mine has roller coasters.
Because I think you said, well, where's your indoor like amusement park? And I was just like pointed at the carousel. Like, I don't want to talk about this.
The one you got to start was, does the Mall of America have Books A Million? I'm like, no, we have Barnes and Noble. And I just walked away.
I think in the background you can see me like pouting or something.
Yeah. It's on my YouTube Shorts somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, but
it's great.
It was really fun. It was really fun to do. And I think it was the TikTok one that they commented on. But yeah, I think they commented on the TikTok video and they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, Mall of America. Yeah. The Overture Center, which is where I went to go see Wicked last weekend. The Overture Center liked my normal theater kid post. If you guys don't know, you can always tell when it's a theater kid, or at least somebody that does theater, that either does theater or goes theater a lot, when you're looking at their posts and it's not just the stage or like a picture of them in front of the stage or whatever. It's the picture of the playbill. They don't use playbills, but playbill is like using the term Clorox for bleach. Playbill just kind of takes over all of the different programs, even though technically Playbill. Oh, you found it?
I found it.
Fun.
I just scroll through all of your being good and responsible with your books.
Oh, I haven't posted that in like 3 months on
Yeah, that's
YouTube.
why it was so easy to scroll through, I think, because I was like, oh, there should be more. That's weird.
Well, plus it got to a point where I got so behind that I was doing like 3 at a time, because you can do 3 minutes in shorts now.
Oh, okay.
And so I was doing like 3 at a time because I got so far behind, and now I fell behind again. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to get caught up again. But yeah, I remember what I was saying. It's gone. It's probably a lie.
It's fine.
So, did we do the writing prompt? I did not.
No, I actually wanted to do the writing prompt for once, and I'm
still gonna sit down and actually do them at some point. I'm just so trying to really focus on getting a book out this year.
Yeah, because like I really liked the prompt, but you know what I ought to do for giggles?
What?
is take my D&D characters and just throw them into the writing prompts.
That'd be fun. My thought is to do the writing prompts and then compile them and just put out like an anthology of short stories.
That'd be fun.
There's none of them make any sense because they're all different genres.
It's a hodgepodge of books.
A hodgepodge of things.
Hodgepodge of things. Do we want to pick another writing prompt that we won't do?
Sure.
Let me open Sesame. So in case anybody's ever wondering, because now it's like become more evident, these are the ones that we've gone through.
Yeah. And the one we skipped because it was a little too political.
Yeah, there was one that was
because it was like a Berlin Wall thing.
It was, yeah, and I was like,
yeah.
No.
Not that that's a problem, like obviously, but like I just didn't want to do like I didn't want to do research for a short story.
It's like I just want to do a silly little thing.
We want to do something silly and fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
Stop. Watch it be another like Berlin Wall.
So what would your character do if this thing happened? Okay, so I already like it already. We got a fantasy card.
Ooh. I'm terrible at fantasy.
Write a story about a princess who has to rescue her prince. I'm gonna change a little bit of that.
You would, yeah.
Let's add it to the Google Doc.
But I do appreciate that that switcheroo because usually it's the damsel in distress. Oh right. No!
Like I like this. This is good. This is fun. It actually so the little wooden block that it comes with is so you can like set your little writing prompt on it.
Nice.
But I'm using it as a divider so I don't accidentally get the stuff mixed up.
There you go. That works. Boop. But yeah, fun.
Love that.
That'll be fun to not write.
I might write it. Maybe.
It's going to become the 13th book in your series.
No, that would become the 4th. Oh, wait. No. Bad. No. Because there are, what did I say? 2 kingdoms that are present but don't have much information.
There you go. There's another book. You're welcome.
Dang it, Britt.
You're welcome. Do I have to burst out into Dwayne The Rock Johnson now?
What can I say except
you're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that song's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
You're welcome.
All right, shall we bring our co-host out? Van Gogh. Again, for those of you who've been around long enough, you guys remember Van Gogh.
He doesn't have his own camera because I haven't been bothered. So he just makes a random appearance.
So Van Gogh, the reason why we call him that is because in the United States we call him Van Gogh, and in England they call him Van Gogh. But I believe in like where he's actually from, it's Van Gogh. And so we just kind of go Van Gogh. And it's not Van Gogh. We're not making fun of Van Gogh or how you say Van Gogh's name. I'm just saying that specific Lego guy is Van Gogh.
That's how you say his name. That's how you say his name.
That is his name, is Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
And it really made me laugh. My friend and I did an escape game, and it was this whole art thing. Like we were trying to find a Rembrandt, and so we were like going around this like it was like an art heist thing that we were doing. I found a Van Gogh book and I immediately grabbed it and for the vlog went Van Gogh. Anyway, no, I meant this. Sorry, let me try that.
I knew who you actually meant, but I was like, I'm gonna take an opportunity to show the little guy.
This
It's Mystic 8.
There we go. I finally had it framed well. Okay.
The guy who hates me.
Last time he hated me.
That's true. Maybe he likes me again. I don't know. I think he's gonna go back to hating.
Will Kay write a 14th book of their series?
Everything indicates yes.
Dang it.
Am I going to be retooling Selling the Lie?
The answer is yes.
Haha. I have 14 books you have to redo. Haha.
Because is Alexis the better character to write?
Everything indicates yes.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew Alexis was the better character to write. Damn it.
Get wrecked.
And she's gonna. Equally. Yeah. Accurate statement. Accurate statement. All right. Will Price Check on Love be released in November like I want it to be?
Everything indicates yes.
It has the same answer for us today for everything. I wonder if it's broken.
Are you broken?
Are you broken?
Everything indicates no.
Oh.
Okay. That was a
Okay.
different answer. I'll take your word for it.
Sure. Okay. That's not suspicious.
Is my new release plan better than my old one because Deepwater really did not sell well?
I don't know the answer.
Fuck you.
So helpful. So helpful.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I came up with a new business model for releasing books. Hence the reason y'all aren't seeing my cover yet. What question do you want to ask?
Will I actually finish the second draft?
I have no idea.
Oh, great. That's so helpful.
So helpful.
Ooh, will my D&D character turn evil?
Yes.
Yes!
And that was a very strong, like, yeah. Yeah.
I was low-key hoping because I cannot wait. And since I'm in 3 different campaigns, nobody knows. If ever some random happenstance where they end up watching this live stream, they won't know which character it is. It's great.
Am I focusing on the right book after I'm done with Price Check on Love?
Most likely a no.
Oh. You
I
should
like
change that.
book. Should I write the other book first?
No.
Oh.
That's a big no.
Oh, okay. It's because I've not been to Voyagers National Park since I was a kid.
Looks like a no.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it just because maybe people won't want to read it?
Most likely a no.
Oh, people will want to read it.
Most likely a no.
Oops. So why shouldn't I write? Oh, you can't. It has to be a question. Will I ever write that one?
Most likely a no.
Should I ever go back to where the vinyl ends?
Most likely a no.
Oh.
Fair.
It's just gonna chill. Collect
It's
us.
just gonna chill in a full first draft, half second draft. Which by now I'd go through back again anyway and just call that whole new thing a second draft. Ugh. Is Kindle Unlimited really the way to go?
You know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
Which really sucks. Cause like bleh.
He gets real savage. And he's not a Magic 8 Ball. He is a Mystic 8 button. Whoop, there we go.
I have like a Magic 8 Ball, but I got it at a concert, so it's what is it, Fallout Boy themed or something?
My mom got this for me as a joke for Christmas. And what she didn't realize is that immediately became part of this stream. Immediately.
It was so funny how you're like, let's do a little hee hee ha ha. And I was like, yes.
It stuck
now-
around.
And he stuck around.
No, it comes from a joke because so when my nephew was really little, I used to nanny him, and I would bring him to Ridgedale Mall, which is in Minnetonka. I don't know. It's somewhere in the northern Twin Cities. I would take him to the Ridgedale Mall, and he and I would go into this store, like a toy store. Mall of America used to have it too, but there's like this kid door and there's an adult door, and he would always go through the kid door because it's like shorter, and I'd go through the kid door. And he came up to me with a magic 8-ball, and he was like, "Auntie, what's this?" And I was like, "It's a magic 8-ball." He goes, "What does it do?" I said, "It tells you the future." He's like, "No, it doesn't." I'm like, "Yeah, it tells you the future." So we were playing with it a little bit in the store. He's like, "Auntie, can you get it for me?" And at the time I had like absolutely no money. I was working part-time and I was nannying for my sister part-time. And I had no money. And I was like, "Sorry, buddy, maybe for your birthday or for Christmas, because I really can't get anything today. I don't have any money." He goes, "Just use your card. It always works for mom." I was like, "Oh, sweet child," who is like 3 or 4 at this point. And it's so funny. Remember the whole, like, we were doing the 5 Awesome Geeks, and I was sitting in a parking lot, and my sister came up next to me to drop Graham off, and I grabbed my phone, and then I turned that into like this whole thing.
What was it? Last stream or the stream before, we went down that rabbit hole?
Yeah.
It was great. It's like,
that was around that same time as this would have taken place. And so I had forgotten for years to get him a magic 8-ball. I thought I had forgotten about it. I thought when I remembered it, I thought he had forgotten about it. He's like, "Auntie?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Remember when you were going to get me that magic 8-ball and you never did?" And I was like, "Wow, you have a memory." So for his birthday last year, I finally got him a magic 8-ball.
Yay.
And so my parents found this and got it for me as a joke for Christmas.
That's great.
Okay. So should I just rethink everything about my writing career?
Yes.
Oh, I have one better.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to stream because apparently I shouldn't. Should I even be an author?
Definitely no.
Wait, but will I have a writing career?
Everything indicates yes.
See, it hates me. It hates me. And
the one who has published a book and is actively working. No. The one who's stuck adding more things. Yes. I don't understand. So this is my stream now. Hello, everybody. This is my stream. We're going to play games and definitely do some writing. Just kidding.
God. Are you just being a jerk to be a jerk today?
Ask me later.
That sounds like a yes.
Okay, it's later. Are you being a jerk to just for the sake of just being a jerk today?
You know the answer.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just shitting me?
Looks like a no.
I'm sorry. Who has all 5 stars on their book? Not you.
I don't even have a book.
Do you have a 5-star book?
I don't even have a book.
Yes.
Oh, really? Tell me, where can I buy your 5-star book?
Let's Google it. Mystic 8 book. That's a 7, not an 8. I can't type. That's a 9. Help.
When I was trying to get all set up with my home loan, I accidentally put the wrong year of my date of birth, and the system was like, "We don't know who you are." It was like, "Oh, because I was born in 86, not 85. Got it. Thanks." I tried to make myself 40 this year.
Don't do that. That's too
I'll be 40
soon.
next year, just like I always planned.
Don't do it too soon. That's funny. There's a comic series called Mystic, and they have a number 8 issue. So
Is it 5 stars?
I don't know. It costs monies. No, it is actually 4 stars. So
You lied. Are you a liar?
You know the answer.
that's what a liar would say.
That's exactly what a liar would say. A liar would be like, am I a liar? I don't know.
If I said yes, would you believe me? If
Accurate statement.
I said no, would you believe me?
Okay. So let's be real. Let's be honest. Am I going the right direction after price check on love?
Ask me later.
I know. I have a coin. Do we want to flip the coin?
Sure, let's flip a coin.
Say yes, no coin.
Okay, so one of the sides is
Oh,
wine.
it's literally yes, no.
Okay, got it.
You can't tell. It's difficult to show.
Okay.
But it's literally yes, no. So ask a yes, no.
Okay. Am I going the right direction after price check on love?
No.
Oh, the fates are not with me today.
Are the fates with Britt today? Yes.
Are the fates with me today?
Definitely yes.
What?
Your coin and this damn thing are in cahoots.
Are you in cahoots with the Mystic 8? Yes.
Are you in cahoots with their yes no coin?
Looks like a yes.
They are in cahoots.
Oh my gosh. I love that. That's so
I'm a
funny.
conspiracy theorist because I think we have a conspiracy on our hands, because this makes as much sense as like any real conspiracy theory that people like bring up as conspiracy theories that are not actual conspiracy theories.
This is
So where's the
100%.
conspiracy?
I know. Are you a conspiracy theory? Yes.
Are you part of a conspiracy theory?
Looks like a no.
Oh, got it. Are you a conspiracy theory?
I don't know the answer.
I don't know, man. I don't trust you. Should I trust you?
I don't know the answer.
If you don't know if I should trust you, then that's
suspicious.
That's suspicious. Didn't you ever see that? I don't know what show it came from, but it was a trending sound song.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. It's from I found out which one it was from. I want to say it's Modern Family, but I feel like it's wrong. It's either I think it's Modern Family.
That's something that would have come from like The Office or like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like one of those more ridiculous shows.
It actually isn't, because I've seen both of those shows. Hold on. And none of those characters are on there. Let's see. Oh, it's Parks and Rec.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, that's one of those.
I haven't finished Parks and Rec, so okay.
Are you suspicious?
You know the answer.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Okay, then. I mean, technically, I already am. I do play with tarot cards.
That's true.
And by that, I mean I play solitaire. Just kidding.
Uno.
I play Uno with tarot cards.
Oh my god. That would be so funny.
Wait, what does this one mean again? It means Uno reverse. They all mean Uno reverse when I play them. Yeah.
He's like, this is also a +4.
Oh, death? That's definitely you just lose. Obviously.
You forgot to say Uno last time, so you die.
The death card got pulled. I win. Why do you win? Because I just do?
These are the
My
rules of
game.
Uno.
It's my version of Uno.
This is my Uno, don't you know?
No, it's so funny. Every time I've pulled like a tarot read for you, it's been annoyingly accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Like scary accurate.
It's like, oh dang, okay, let's go, I guess.
So I'm glad you went a different direction the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Because, other
Yeah.
things happened.
Other things happen, and we like it.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, should we pick our goals?
Yes. I'm going to change my goal.
Do some writing, dear God, please. Just do some goddamn writing. Oh God.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Ooh.
I don't even know where to start with mine.
Well, let's see. First, we Oh wait, did you succeed in not having internet that isn't broken?
I did.
Yay! You did all of your goals. I'm so proud
Except
of you.
for do the writing prompt.
We rarely do that anymore. It's fine.
Okay, so I would obviously like to finish the first draft of finish the first draft of the unwritten rules of having fans. Because now that I'm in the meat and potatoes, like I got past all of the like boring setup, because I mean, let's be real, setup is boring.
It is, and I feel
Well,
like
maybe not boring to read, but it's boring to write. Like, I want to get to the fun stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get to the I want to get to the drama of it all. I can't. I'm so sick of just being like, here's this character, get to know them. Here's this character, get to know them.
I will say in Bloodlust, it immediately starts drama. So like, I'm just
Well, I mean, to be
dragging
fair,
myself.
this one starts drama too, because this one is not. I mean, it is technically a slow burn, but like, because of the situation that they are in, I got to get to the spice pretty quick.
Yeah, and see, I have to wait for them to do that.
This one, the inciting incident is in fact what happens after they get spicy with each other.
That's so funny.
I hate this trope, but I'm writing it anyway.
Oh, that's right.
It is one of my least favorite tropes in the entire romance world. But that's why I want to write it, because I want to subvert it. I want to fix the things that I hate about it.
Heck yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Fixing the things I hate about this trope. Hell yeah. Yeah, they had to get spicy real quick. I'm trying to think, like, by the 16th, which is when you want to have the next stream, I'm trying to think, like, realistically, is there anything more that could be done by then? Because, like, I'm not sure when my editor will have Price Check on Love back to me. So I really don't know realistically if I can set a goal for Price Check until September, because I'm not sure what my editor is gonna be able to do. I mean, she doesn't take on too much at a time, so like I'm gonna be her primary project during this time, but like at the same time, who knows how long it's gonna take for her to get through it. It's a pretty chunky like romance novel. How many words is it? I don't even remember.
Wasn't it like 80? 84?
Something ridiculous, yeah. Let me.
Because it was like 65 or something, and then you added in.
I added a whole bunch because of my beta reader feedback. I added a whole bunch. Here we go. Fourth draft, Price Check on Love. I save all of my drafts. So, like, if you look at my first draft, it is untouched. And so then I'll save it. as a 5th draft coming up and only change that. So it's kind of fun. It's version control. It's still loading. That's how long this book is.
Oh my God.
I love my dedications are always ridiculous. So like in Deepwater, it's dedicated to Christina and Adam, the 2 friends I met on a cruise when I was 13 that provide some fun stories in this book. I never forgot about you. I have not talked to these people in like 30 years. How old am I? 39?
Yes. You are an age.
We went into the year 2000, so 25 years ago. Then this one is this book is dedicated to all the people that work retail out in the world. It's a tough job. Also to the people I encountered in my time in retail who helped inspire some of the stories in this book. I think you know what parts. Because if you don't know, everything that happens to the 2 main characters in this book, whether it be management related or customer related, are things that actually happened to me in my time in retail. And I didn't even get to the dark stuff because PetSmart got dark.
Yep.
So I didn't even touch that. Yeah, it's 81,595 words.
Oh, I was close.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember it was an 8, but I couldn't remember if you got that far.
That's a pretty chunky, like this one I think is like a little over 80,000, but I was like, I justified it because it's 2 love stories in one.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is 1 love story and it's somehow still 80. But I think the beta reader feedback that I was given was absolutely astounding. And I love the things that I changed. And I think it's this is why you should have beta readers, man.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No. I'm not saying that like, okay, have beta readers. I'm just saying just in general, like beta readers, having people you do not know read your book before it is done and give you feedback about how shitty your story is. I mean, they didn't say that. They actually all really liked my story.
How to improve.
But they all had great feedback on like, hey, this felt a little rushed, or hey, you should add something here, or hey, this spicy scene feels very dubcon, and that's probably not good for a contemporary romance. And I was like, I didn't think it was dubcon, but you know what? That's fair. So I changed it. I mean, I get it. I get why somebody would feel kind of triggered by it and feel like it's kind of dubcon. Even though like I definitely wrote it in a way that was clearly not clearly enthusiastic, but one was inebriated, so I get it.
Yeah.
One character was clearly inebriated, so I changed it.
Goodbye scene.
So, you know. I love it. I didn't even see this comment until just now. I love it. So fun fact, when Zilla and I met, it was actually at a Yu-Gi-Oh panel. I was hosting a Yu-Gi-Oh panel.
That's great.
Because I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm actually meeting 2 of the voice actors from it in November.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm very excited for. I've already interacted with both of them. I could have actually worked with one of them already, but I wasn't part of that convention because that was back when someone was part of that convention, and I didn't want to be part of that convention because that one other person was part of that convention and tried to ruin everything, and we don't like that person anymore. And Kay knows exactly who I'm talking about, and I just don't, again, want to say that publicly because I don't want to disparage that person, even though that person was extremely abusive and we don't like that person. But anyway, at the same time, yeah, as soon as that person quit the convention, I joined staff again. and then GeekCon went away.
Aww.
But he was a guest at GeekCon one year. The year that I was not on staff. I still remember. And oh my god, I need to text sorry. Because that's the whole thing. Is one of Sorry's favorite stories from that year was that person going up to her and being like, what do I do if Eric Stewart needs a coffee? Then you get him a coffee. But like, how do I get it? Like, do I need to go to a store, like a coffee shop, and get him a coffee? Yeah. Yes, you do.
Oh no.
And then she's like, but like that costs money. She's like, yeah, they get per diems. Ask him for some cash. And if he doesn't have it with him, you can always just get the coffee and then have him pay you back. It's kind of how that works. And so every single year that I have ever done a guest relations position at a convention, I will text Sorry the first day of the convention, be like, what happens if Eric Stewart needs a coffee? He's gonna be at the convention. I might take a picture with him. Well, I'm gonna take a picture with him and I might send it to her and be like, what do I do if he needs a coffee?
Oh my gosh, please.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
That would be hilarious. You should do it.
That's so funny. That just makes me laugh so hard. That story is one of my favorites. And also, there was also another one where there was also no toner in the printer.
Oh no.
And that girl, she was like, there's no toner in the printer. Okay. Go to the store and get some toner. I don't have enough money to go get toner. It's expensive. Okay. Ask for the credit card, the convention credit card, and go get toner. Your boyfriend is the con chair.
Oh my god.
He will give it to you. He might drive you. And she's like, and she goes, what do you want me to do? Magic some out of my ass? Like, that was apparently her exact words to this. Would you like me to magic some out of my ass? And to this day, anytime I'm like, hey, Sorry, do you have a thing, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, do you want me to magic some out of my ass? I'm like, yes, I do, actually. Thank you. Sorry is another friend of ours. Except for, again, Sorry is somebody that I hate.
Which is funny because
Hashtag I hate Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. She has a hashtag too. It's hashtag Britt's a heinous bitch.
I don't even remember what mine was.
I don't remember either. I wonder if Sorry remembers.
I don't know.
It makes me laugh whenever I hear anybody call her by her real name. And I'm always like, who are you talking to? Like, her own spouse calls her Sorry, or SK, which is another nickname that she goes by. Anytime I've been in her real life and somebody would call her, I'll just say it because it's a very common first name. Anybody, I would be like around and somebody would call her Sarah. And I'd be like, what?
Who?
Who are you talking to?
Who? What?
Confusion. Like, oh, right. That is your actual name. that is your given name. That is on your birth certificate. Got it.
Oh, that's that one name that you don't use.
Like when people are like, wait, your actual name is Brittany though? Is it? You don't look like a Brittany. And I'm like, I don't feel like a Brittany, which is why I've gone by Britt since I was like 8.
Right.
Very few people in my life get to call me Brittany. My dad and his family. My sister calls me Brittany, and that's fine. And then literally one friend. And that's because she has known me since before I was 8.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I was Brittany for the first few years of our friendship because we've known each other for, God, we went to daycare together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've known each other since we were like 4. Yeah. And so she always called me Brittany. And she still just can't break that habit.
Old habits die hard.
Old habits die very hard. So, like 34 years later, she still can't do it.
That's funny.
Anyway. But yeah. I just turned to my laptop and saw the word vomit and went, Apparently I was writing about vomit last night. I don't remember what I wrote last night.
What?
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about the trope.
Oh, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I see the logic. Yep,
Yeah, there's talk of vomit. There is talk of vomit.
makes sense. That's fun.
I think I said what the trope was last stream, but I still think it's fun to just dance around it. If anybody wants to guess what the trope is, let us know in the comments. Because engagement.
Who wants to guess?
I think somebody actually did guess it last time. Or maybe it was just you guessing it last time.
I think I guessed it because I completely forgot what you told me. I was like, I'm gonna guess it. Hee hee ha ha.
So the name is a double entendre because not only does he have fans, but he has a fan. Just saying. Yeah. Vomit fetish.
No.
Oh, is that a real fetish? I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fetish shame a single person as long as they're not hurting anybody.
Right.
So, however that comes about, it could be harmful. But no, definitely not writing about a vomit fetish. Thanks, though. No.
That sounds like something that goes into dark romance.
That definitely sounds like dark romance material.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
We ain't touching that.
No. It's already weird enough, like not fetish shaming anybody. I don't want to fetish shame anybody as long as you're not hurting anybody. But like there are just some fetishes that I'm like, or kinks maybe, that I'm like, that's what you're into? Like I have a friend that was dating somebody that had a kink of urination. Both giving and receiving.
I couldn't do it.
I'm like, you know what? No thank you. No thanks. That just seems weird. Good. Because then I would not be on your side. Again, not fetish shaming anybody. Not fetish shaming a single person. I'm just saying. That would be one way for me to be like, okay, maybe I won't advocate for you as much as I did earlier in the stream. Fun times. That's the one interesting thing about being a plus size woman trying to date men specifically, because I don't think I'd run into this if I was dating women.
I don't
know. But yeah, there are a lot of men with the BBW fetish. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to weed those guys out of the dating pool when you're in your 30s would have been a lot easier in my 20s, but I was anorexic in my 20s, so I was a lot thinner then.
Yeah.
That is not me making light. I was very sick in my 20s. And nobody really knew. I was very good at hiding it. I literally would eat on camera because then if somebody were to ever say, hey, I haven't seen you eat in a few days, I can send them a link to a video of me literally eating on camera. Fun fact about why there were some videos where I ate on camera.
Oh my God.
Anyway. But yeah, so I was much thinner in those days. Now I'm just living my best life. Exercising regularly, eating nutritious food. And I'm a plus size person, plus size woman, and I'm healthier for it.
Yay.
Body positivity, body neutrality, and body acceptance. Health at any size. Proof of it. Cat.
Meow. Cat.
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 That's my Nova Pova Bova.
Nova.
Apollo Ballo is so cranky with me. Are you cranky? I'm cranky. Are you cranky boy? He has not been feeling well this week.
Is he feeling any better?
He's feeling better, I think. But I still think he still looks at his food because I'm changing up his food so the taste is different. So I think he thinks that that's why he got sick, and it's very possible that's why he got sick. So he's still a little iffy about food, about his kibble. He'll eat literally anything else. I've given him a bully stick. He'll eat that just fine. My dad gives him ice. He eats that just fine. My parents give him the treats that they always give him. He eats those just fine. He just got peanut butter last night from my mom. Like literally he'll eat anything else. He just doesn't want to eat his kibble right now. So I think it's because he thinks that the kibble is why he got sick. What? Do you want a hug? Oh, do you want a hug? Oh, do you want a hug? Oh, come here. Hi, baby. Do you want a hug? No, don't bug the cat. Let the cat rest on the bed. Come here. No, leave the cat alone. Hug. Here we go. Ugh. For those of you who don't know, this is Apollo.
Puppy.
A happy boy. Oh. Are you lovey-dovey? Oh yeah, you're lovey-dovey. What? Oh. Kisses. Kisses. Apollo. Here's the potty. Yes, that's a yes. No, you gotta go potty. Come on. That's why we came over here. Go potty. Thank you. Also, if you guys don't know, he stays in his crate during streams because he likes to tear apart my bed.
He does.
So, I don't think he's offended. But he will give you hugs and kisses if you want them. If you ever come to my house, he will give you hugs and kisses. So, he does love hugs and kisses. So he was trained or is training the same way that I trained Cosmo, my first dog, to be an ESA, but it's such a touchy subject because when you actually properly train an ESA, it's very, very different than the people who just register an ESA online. But he's training, and one of the ways that dogs can ground you is they put their paws on your chest. And so that's his favorite thing to do. And so that's just become hug. So it's just now he just does it to show affection. So he does it. He just jumps up on you and gives you a hug, regardless of if you need grounding or not.
It's like, just hug.
He's like, I just want to do this.
He's
all
like,
day.
Hug.
Where Cosmo was like, this is my least favorite thing to do, but like, if you need it, I'll do it. Like everything that Apollo is, Cosmo was the opposite. Which my dad and I were just talking about last night. He was like, that's good though, because when he died, I think it would have been worse for you with Apollo, because there was a time period after Cosmo died that I actually resented Apollo. I still took care of him. I still loved him, obviously. Like, he was still the love of my life. But like, I would sometimes be like, if I could trade you and get Cosmo back, I would. And that's a horrible thing to think, but I was a person going through a very traumatic event. And so I'm giving myself a lot of grace for that. Especially now that I understand that I have PTSD. Not from that. I have PTSD from other things, but I have complex PTSD. So like my brain just doesn't handle trauma very well. And we know this about myself. So we give myself a lot of grace when I'm going through something traumatic and my brain doesn't process it well and my brain does destructive things. So, you know. And sometimes I put my trauma in books.
We love that, right?
Literally, anybody who's read this book that knows my personal life goes, Lori's mother is Noreen, right? And I'm like, my cousin from that side of the family recently was like, what's your book's name? I haven't read it yet. And I was like,
nope.
No, this one will be cool. This one will be cool.
Okay.
This one will be cool. Yeah, this one will be cool. We have similar feelings.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. So she and I were chatting. She's like, because she's on maternity leave right now. So she's like, I have lots of time on my hands. So I want to read your book finally. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I can't wait for her response. So like, that was, I'm like, yep. Like literally anybody. It's so funny because I when my mom read it, I was like, I want you to know that's not what I think of you. She's like, oh no, that was Noreen. I was like, okay.
She's like, okay, good.
You know what's funny? I have not written a character with a dog yet.
Gasp.
I haven't.
You need to.
I do have an idea for one, but I just haven't fleshed it out enough yet. I haven't come up with the right idea. But I did just read one, Happy Ever Playlist, one of the Abby Jimenez books that I'm doing a deep dive of a bunch of different contemporary romance novelists. And Abby Jimenez lives here in Minnesota, but also is like my favorite. Except for one of her books was terrible. Terrible. And so every time I've heard anybody talk about it, the ending is the worst part.
Oh no.
The end of that book is the worst part. It's the worst thing. Like the book itself was bad, but like the end was awful. Anyway, but she wrote one where this dog just ends up in this girl's arms, basically. Like she's just taking care of this dog that got out, and the owner contacts her, and they just start flirting. And I'm like, this is cute.
This is cute.
This is how I need to set Apollo free, and he'll find me the love of my luck is he'd be found by some vet that just checks for his microchip and then just calls me, hey, come get your dog. He's at my vet clinic.
Right. He'd be like,
married and like
this is supposed to work. Be like, no. I need you to let him loose. So that way he can find me.
He has a job to do. He needs to find me a hot Australian man, okay?
He's trying to do his job. Let him go.
I have a weird fixation on hot Australian men. And by that, I mean all Australian men are hot. Forgive me, Steve Irwin, for I have sinned. I have, in fact, developed a weird crush on your son.
Aww.
That's the cutest thing. That's adorable. That's adorable. I love it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I know?
You know the answer.
Here, let's get you a solid answer, a yes or no. Do you know? What's the actual question?
Do I know? Just do I know?
Does Britt know? No.
I told you, I don't know.
You don't know. How embarrassing. You should know. Jeez, Britt. Gosh, why don't you know? Just know.
Proof sexuality is not a choice because who would choose to date men?
Right? Not me.
Who would choose this? I wouldn't. Anyway. Damn. Anyway. All right. I'm still thinking
About what?
if there's anything realistically that I can do aside from finishing the first draft of Having Fans. But to be fair, we're having it 10 days earlier than what we have it today. So maybe realistically, that is a good spot to just be at. You know?
Mm-hmm. Don't overdo it. And if you end up with something else, then you end up with something else.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's good. I think finish first draft of Having Fans is the right place to be at with that. And I'm not going to average 2,000 words a day this year. It's not going to happen. That's not. If for anybody who has not been around, that was the goal I set at the beginning of the year. Actually, officially, the goal I was going to set at the beginning of the year was 2,000 words a day, which then turned into averaging 2,000 words a day, which has now turned into that ain't happening because I'd have to write like 3,000 words a day at this point to get that average back up. So. No, that's fine. We're in that spot because again, love interest Justin, this blonde guy right here. He is Australian because I have a weird fixation with hot Australians. So no, that's fine. You can put Steve Irwin in that spot. That's great.
Perfectly
Happy
fine.
for you. Steve Irwin's great. I need to stop thinking about Robert Irwin, but he is a year older than my twin nieces. Like, that's not appropriate.
That is wild, too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, just thinking about that. That's just weird.
mm-hmm.
My twin nieces are going to be 21 this year.
That is wild.
I think he's a year older.
I don't remember how old he is. I don't keep track because I don't care.
I mean, I only just did because I was like, he's an adult now. Yeah, 2003. Oh, wow. Almost exactly a year older because he was born December 1. Kinsey and Neen were also born in December. So yeah, that's just weird. He's 22. I'm almost 40. That's cougar level. Like, that's cougar, right? That's officially
yeah.
cougar?
Yeah.
That's officially cougar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's the Australian accent.
Right. Also, the like little thirst traps he does probably does not help.
The thirst traps, the underwear commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get his picture off of my computer. Goodbye. Let's just focus on these two again for a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
I love that cover. Anyway, I need to figure out what I want to do for the graphics. Because I need to finalize some stuff with the cover artist because they also do like graphics and stuff. So I need to come up with some fun things.
Look who's here.
Hey! Would you just tune in late for me thirsting over a 22-year-old? Almost 22-year-old. Yeah.
Cougar.
I'm a cougar, I guess.
Congratulations, you've leveled up.
2 levels of cougar. Well, two men, because Milo Manheim, I would also be a cougar for. I also would love to be the daughter-in-law of Cameron Manheim because she seems like such an amazing person. Like I would just love to be in her sphere in any way. So I'm not even sure I know the age difference.
I have forgotten the age difference, I'll be honest with you.
Exactly. But when his father was the father of our entire generation, one of the many dads we had on TV of the generation, he was just our wildlife dad, you know? It feels a little weird. And the fact that he's very close to the age of my nieces, to my twin nieces.
Okay, see, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Okay, yeah. See, 27, not terrible.
I knew it wasn't
Not terrible.
bad. It's not bad.
That only means that you're only 5 years older than Robert Irwin. I think I need to stick to at least being attracted to people as long as they were born at least in the 90s, preferably even before the 90s. But yeah, I mean, except for one of my dreams would be to go to Australia Zoo, but not specifically for that purpose, mind you. But I would like to go to Australia Zoo one day. That would be a
That
big
would be
goal.
cool.
Yeah. And if I happen to be in Irwin, that would be amazing. Because at the end of the day, all I would do is be like, oh my God, Steve Irwin was my favorite thing growing up. And they probably hear that all the time from 40-year-olds. It's so funny. My niece, Avi, she's a really big fan of the Jonas Brothers. And I'm like, wait, teenagers are back into the Jonas Brothers?
That's wild.
And she's like, yeah, it's not really, I guess, because I went to their concert and it's just a bunch of 40-year-olds. And I was like, uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, because the Jonas Brothers were big when, like, we were just leaving teenage life is when they started to, like, you know, become big. But it was, like, just the people below, like, just younger than us, like, late 80s, very early 90s. They were the ones that were into the Jonas Brothers at that time. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's their demographic. You have to realize when they first came out, because they're my age. One of them is literally my age. The oldest one, I think, was born in 86 or 87 or something. Huh?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think I've even looked it up relatively recently. So I was trying to remember which one is the youngest.
So Kevin was 87, Joe is 89, and then Nick is 92.
Okay, Nick is the youngest. Got it. Oh yeah.
No, that's Hanson.
Yeah, that's Hanson, and apparently Hanson is problematic.
Oh, I knew they were making music again, but I haven't like been keeping up or anything.
Yeah, apparently I don't know. It's called Hanson Gate. I don't know enough because not enough people have made videos about it, but I came across somebody who like was making an apology video on TikTok to be like, I am so heavy in the Hanson fan universe, and I just really want to apologize because I cannot support them anymore. And I'm like, I can't even find out what they did or what they said, but apparently something awful. I love this cover. Sorry. I'm also not sharing my cover, Kitty. So, but I have it like literally right in front of me. My new cover.
I'm trying to see if I can find out
what they did or said.
Yeah, I'm trying because now I'm curious.
I cannot find anything. Because I was like doing a deep dive, trying to be like, what the heck happened with Hanson? That's fair. It's just Hanson happened a lot earlier. But yes, I mean, brother boy band of 3 brothers in a boy band. There's a lot of similarities. A lot of similarities. My dog is really trying to let me know he wants to come back inside the house. I should probably go get him.
Oh.
Oh, what?
So you know the whole George Floyd?
I live near South
like-
Minneapolis. Yes. I'm aware of George Floyd.
Okay, so because they cite like Motown artists as like their inspiration and stuff, everybody expected them to speak out, and they were quiet. They didn't say a thing.
Got it.
I'm still reading it, but yeah.
Hanson, yeah, I mean, Mbop is really kind of their only big song. Though if you talk to like an actual Hanson fan, they'd be like, no, they had so many other hits.
There was one song from like their latest release that was actually pretty good. But it's like,
really? I've not listened to their newest stuff. The only thing I've listened to recently from them is the fact that they were on The Masked Singer. Spoiler, they were on The Masked Singer. And the only reason I still watch The Masked Singer is because of Ken Jeong. Aside from that, I'm really sick of that show. I'm really, really sick of that show.
I didn't realize there were so many seasons out already. And I'm like, oh, I never even finished season 1. But it's fun.
That's where I'm at. Like, why? Like, really? We were waiting for one specific band to share their feelings.
No, it's because like other I guess because like they were, you know, oh, blah 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 blah. So everybody expected them to like speak out, and they didn't say anything until everybody like pressured them into it, and then they did like the basic generic one. There could be something else, but that's the only thing that I've found so far.
But that was like 5 years ago. I can't imagine right now people are freaking out about it.
Is it like a right now issue?
It seems to be that Hanson Gate was a thing. I don't know. Let me look at my dog.
Let's see what Hanson Gate comes up with.
You're really gonna jump on my bed in your muddy paws?
Oh, there is more.
There he goes. Starting the process of
destruction.
All right, ready for the Apollo show, everyone? It's your stream now, bud. Oh, you got your bone.
Oh, he got it.
There you go. Maybe he'll actually just chew on his bone instead of destroying my bed.
5 minutes later.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Ugh. There's so much text on here. I don't know if I care enough.
Why do people hate Hanson?
Well, I looked up Hanson Gate because I'm like, maybe that'll lead me to do the thing. So
Yeah, because it seems relatively recent. It's not like I came across a random TikTok video from 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny how you said 5 years ago, and that's literally when this post that I'm reading was made. And it's like, where is the more recent? It's all 2020.
Well, because if it's all about George Floyd, because that was 5 years ago. Not that it
Yeah.
doesn't matter now; it still absolutely matters now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here a Reddit Hanson Gate timeline.
Is that the same one that I was looking at it from 5 years ago?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Maybe it really is just from that, and people are just now like looking at it again. I have no idea.
Maybe, but then like usually something sparks it to do that.
Right, like somebody says something. My guess is they probably voted a certain way.
I'm over it. I'm no longer curious. I'm bored.
I'm no longer I'm back at looking at desktops.
I'm looking at mystery dice bags.
This one's a Skytech Gaming Nebula. I don't know what that means.
What?
Skytech?
Oh, it sounds like one of those cheap off brands.
Probably. It's $700.
But like sometimes they work out, so that's why I don't want to like knock it until we like do research or you do research.
But is cyber power the same kind of thing?
Yeah. Okay. They're more like they've been around a bit more, so that's why I'm like, eh.
I don't know. I still like the idea of doing one of these mini desktops. The $600 one. Because it's just little and it's cute.
It's a little baby.
And I could have it as early as tomorrow.
Oh, dang. Someone needs to tell me no, I don't need more mystery dice sets.
Somebody needs to give me a real reason not to buy this mini PC.
Why do you want it?
Because my desktop is dying.
But do you know if you actually like it, or do you just want it because it's convenient and it's right there?
It's affordable for me at this point,
Does
aside
it
from
get-
like a $1,200 computer, which is what they seem to be averaging on the lower end of the spectrum.
Yep.
It seems, I mean, it's a Ryzen 9, which I know is better than even the desktop I currently have.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that it'll be able to play The Sims. And I know I can edit with it. I don't know. When you saw the graphics card, what did you think about the graphics card? It's AMD Radeon 780, I'm guessing millimeter. Probably not. It's new and it's GMK Tech.
Oh, that's that one.
Yeah.
Let me pull it back up. I want to look at it again.
And it's apparently got a really satisfying click for the power button. And we love satisfying clicks.
Click.
Yeah, so again, for anybody who was not here at the beginning of the stream, I am currently on my laptop. It may look like I'm on my desktop, and that's because I plugged one of my monitors into my laptop so that I could still use it like my desktop. But my desktop is pretty much just broken at this point. So Apparently, its operating environment can be anywhere from -10 Celsius to 45 Celsius, anywhere from 30 to 85% humidity.
Ooh.
Still just chewing on that bone? I don't like when I hear like noises that I'm hearing right now, because I'm like, what are you actually chewing on? Did you grab something different? So now I'm looking at getting a new PC, but I need something affordable.
I'm looking to see if it would work for you playing The Sims.
Start vlogging from the deep freezer.
Ew,
Well, that would have to be editing in the deep freezer.
AI bot, get out of here. Nobody wants you.
Why are you ripping up my bed? Why aren't you just chewing on your bone still? Where's your bone? Where's your bone? Look, where's your bone? Yeah, chew on that, please. Thank you. The other thing too is because I'm going to have a sit-stand desk when I move upstairs, and I'm going to have a sit-stand desk, and so it'd be a lot nicer to have something that can actually sit on my desktop as well, where this massive tower, obviously, it doesn't fit as well as my two monitors. Something like this compact would actually be able to stay on my desk, and so raising and lowering would make it a lot easier.
Yeah, and you also wouldn't have to worry about accidentally knocking it over when you do raise
Right.
and lower it, because then it'd be like a small little guy.
Right, and that's another reason why this seems enticing to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Which is good. I'm not like saying don't buy a tiny one. If anything, tiny ones are good. My mom wants one. I just haven't sorted out which one to get her. I'm just making sure it'll like do everything you want it to do. It seems like it.
Oops.
Oops, I did it again.
I was sort of on key. Or on Google. The Sims 4. I don't know, man.
What?
Yeah. I think they are dying faster, and that's because they're all encompassed into like one unit thing now. Hey, what are you doing? But yeah, I definitely think they are dying a lot faster, which is why my laptop is only ever used for like word processing and internet things. Like that's all I use my laptop for, which is why I'm trying to keep it that way, which is why I'm trying to get another desktop. I don't want to start editing on my laptop that fried my last couple laptops before I got this desktop. So my last laptop got fried because I upgraded it to Windows 11.
Yeah. I'm not going to update this guy or my laptop because it's like I don't want it to mess something up because I know it will.
Okay. So this buyer's guide, the winner is clear, 10 best gaming mini PCs 2025. So the best one is the Ace Magician Crone Mini K1 mini PC with a Ryzen 7. I don't know anything about it. I'm trying to see if the one that I'm looking at, the one I'm looking at is not even on this list. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. It'll explode.
Oh my God.
Just
It
wait.
ruined my laptop.
Just wait.
I got this laptop because my other one fried.
Okay, that doesn't even look like a computer. That looks like a modem or router. Looks like a router.
So this one is the best value. It's Camrui. But it's an Intel, and I don't want Intel.
Doom, 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 doom.
All right, let's look at their favorite. That's it? Their favorite with it being 38% off is $250. That seems too good to be true.
Right? Wait, this guy literally looks like the guy you want. That's so funny. It is.
Okay, so what's this $500 one then?
It's like a little bit more.
Yeah, this one has two. My desktop has two, but I refuse to do it because of what it did to my laptop. Okay, but this one looks cool. I'm going to send you this link. Sorry, this has now become Britt's shopping for a computer.
Britt shopping for a computer while Kay attempts to help.
There. I sent you another link. Go take a look at this one. This one is the one they say is like the best one.
I have to go find. I'm lost. Too many tabs open. Help.
But I got like a different one. Or I'm looking at a different one.
Wrong button.
Because the one that they said is the best is like a smaller one. It's a 16 gig. The one I'm looking at now is a 32 gig with 1 terabyte.
This is a funky little guy.
It looks so cool.
It's so funky.
I like him. I would name him George.
What?
I don't know why.
What would you
I would name him George. I don't know why. I like the name George. What do you think? I've already named him. Name him and bring him inside the house.
Oh, well, I mean, if you already named him, you should get him. There's also a coupon.
Right, but even without the coupon,
it's a really good price. I think it's a really good
$460.
Okay, did you look at the 1-star reviews?
I did not.
That's 2024. It's 20. See, the one thing that I think about is you will have those one-offs that don't work because every time I build a PC, something doesn't work when I get it, and then I have to send it off for an RMA. So, like, the fact that these are pretty spaced out 1-stars isn't too bad.
This one was, do not buy this computer. It died on me in 1 month. Very bad mini computer. But again, you may have just gotten a shitty one.
Mm-hmm. You probably got that one. Yeah. You probably got the one that decided to just die.
Great. Windows issue, please help. Hello, I have this. I've had this computer since last summer. It's suddenly saying I have to activate Windows. What could the issue be?
Why are you making a review and not contacting them?
Yeah, that's weird. Chinese made virus infected my infected computer. Beware. What? That sounds like a you problem. Why are you opening links?
Sounds like you opened a link you weren't supposed to, and you're blaming them.
Well, yeah. Why are you opening links? Like, why?
Right.
That's very strange. That's a strange thing. I don't want it to be October 2026 yet. I'll be 40. At that point.
I'll be close to 40.
Preloaded with spyware and malware.
Okay, so when you buy these pre-built, they come with stuff, but you can just uninstall them. So, but that's the same with like anything that you buy pre-built. It will come with bloatware.
I've
Hey,
never
how about the,
uninstalled random things from my computer before.
How about in betweens? Because I like looking at the 3 stars as well.
There are a few on here though that says just do a web search. There are credible reports of this company pre-installing viruses.
Well, let's find out. What's the Ace
Yeah, let's do
Magician?
that one. Power supply went bad after 9 months. Cannot be repaired. Your power supply?
Yeah, I've
Can't
had
repair
one.
power supply?
Yeah, the power supply can go bad.
Well, yeah, I know the power, but you can get a new one if you contact the company.
Yeah, you could probably contact the company and they would replace it.
I'm not good enough at Spanish anymore to look at this 1-star review, so let me figure out what that means.
Oh, this one comes with a if you're paranoid about it, here, do a thing. So
I bought this product, tried to play some basic games, but the performance was not optimal. Then I realized it comes with the VRAM set to 512 MB, and there is no way to change it. The option is even disabled in the BIOS. This
BIOS.
makes games, huh?
BIOS.
Well, yeah, but he capitalized it, so I just thought it was a.
Oh, no, you're good.
BIOS, got it. This makes games like CS2 go less than 50 FPS in the menus. That's what the Spanish review said.
Espanol.
Espanol. Then what's the one that they are calling their premium pick? How much is
there?
530 is their premium pick.
That's not bad.
This one has even better reviews. I mean, there's less of them, but this one's 4.9. 0 1-star reviews. Lowest star review is a 3-star.
Well, how many reviews do they have though?
74. So not a ton.
Yeah.
And this one that's a 3-star is a refurbished.
Oh, that's $1,000. Nope.
It's a geek brand. Do you know anything about that brand?
No.
It's blue.
Ooh.
So books.
Books, what are those? Are we writing books?
No, not anymore, apparently.
You're not. I am, apparently.
The best value is $149.98. $150.
I don't know if I would trust that.
It looks like it's on a limited time flash deal because there's only 67% of it has been 50%. 67% of them have been claimed on Amazon. It's a lightning deal. But the regular price is $210.
I don't know. This sounds like not what you would want.
No, it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. And it's an Intel. That's right. This is an Intel. We don't want Intel. Remember when Intel was the cool one?
Yeah, I do remember. It's on sale because it was struck by lightning.
Oh. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's a good joke.
I like that joke.
We like good jokes. That's Intel. I'm not even sure what that one is. Get out of here.
Okay, bye.
It'll pop up on this. Oh my god, it came back. Why? Let me look at another like. Best mini PCs for Sims 4 because I googled it enough that Google is now like, oh wait, you're looking specifically for the Sims 4. Got it.
Right. Be like, Sims 4.
For playing the Sims 4, particularly with mods and expansions, which I have, all of which I have.
Right.
PC with an AMD Ryzen 7 or Intel Core i7 processor, at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, and dedicated graphics card is recommended. A solid state drive with at least 512 gigabytes of storage is also beneficial.
We like the SSDs.
Yeah. Here is another website with best mini PCs in 2025. The compact computers I love the most. This is the best overall. View at Amazon. Let's see what this price is. Must be $7 million.
No, more like 7,000.
1,000.
Million is too much.
Definitely 1,000. Let's see what they think the best budget is. I see them. Oof, my laptop is losing it.
I was about to say, you're doing a little funky webcam over there.
Yeah, my laptop was getting freezy. Their best budget is $615. Minis Forum. Do you know anything about that?
No.
You're not helping me.
Well, then I'll just leave.
Okay. Okay, I'm sending you another link. Get ready.
Brace yourself. The link is approaching. Link. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Well, but they're not Amazon brands. They're all brands of computers. You can buy them from
on Amazon.
You know what I mean? Right. They're not Amazon brands. But that's my problem is I'm just trying to like figure out what I'm going to buy next because I'm going to have to probably buy something. But they're getting expensive out there. And there is no longer a Microsoft store at the Mall of America.
Oof.
Or just bite the bullet and get myself a Apple. Have I gotten to that point of my life?
Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you why would you buy an Apple?
Just saying. All right. Your job now is to look at all those links and pick whichever one you think is best.
Oh God. Why am I responsible for this?
Oh, I still get final say if I disagree with you or if I find something better on my own.
That's true.
Right. Okay, I think it's probably time. Because my laptop has had it.
Yeah, it can't withstand 3 hours.
No. And I want some wine and I need to write and maybe edit something tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't edit videos, nor can I play The Sims on a banana. And I already have some bananas. So
Bananas.
for some reason I'm really tired. I think this must be a head cold. Whatever I've got going on, I think is a head cold because I'm tired.
Maybe you should take a nap.
Oh, I don't nap. If the sky is awake, I'm awake and I have to play.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Plus, you only have like a couple hours left anyway.
Yeah. I go to bed around 8:30, so we're good.
Yeah.
Apollo Ballo. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby.
Someone's at my door. Hold on.
Hey, baby. Mwah. This my baby. This my puppy. This my puppy Duppy Wuppy. Yes, you are my puppy Duppy Wuppy, aren't you? Love my puppy. He's my baby. I love my puppy. I love my puppy. I love my puppy. I love my puppy. Who wants to go get me wine? Anyone? Bueller?
Hello?
I'm just seeing if anybody in the chat wants to get me wine and bring it to me.
Oh. Nobody.
Anybody?
Does. No.
First person to comment next. My hope is that somebody's already commented and I just haven't seen it yet. Like, congratulations, you're getting me wine now.
Everybody's like, nobody say anything.
We'll never engage with her videos again. Oh, oh my god.
No.
I was snarling at my dog.
No.
I was playing with my puppy Duppy Wuppy. I drink red, thanks though. I don't mind white, but red is my preference. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
All the fun.
So much fun. He likes to stare pensively out the window. Oh, no, he's not because I got him distracted. Look, see.
He's like,
what's that? Oh, I'm not getting him distracted. Sometimes if I do that, he'll be like, wait, what? Okay, look out the window. See, look at him look pensively out the window. He protects the house. Don't you, Bubba?
he's doing such a good job.
He actually does. So, because he's not a vocal dog, you know?
Mhm.
And the only time he's vocal is when he hears something outside and we need to know about it. It's really cool. Like, there was literally a deer right at that window. And, like, literally, I looked out like this, out the blinds, and there was a deer ass right there. Like it was leaning against the house, this deer. And he growled at it, and the blinds were down. And they're like a solid blind. Like it's not Venetian blinds. It's like solid blind. So the fact that he knew that there was a deer standing literally right outside that window was wild to me. And then somebody knocked on our door the other day, and he was like, "There's somebody at the door, guys." But it wasn't like a loud bark like Cosmo would do. Like Cosmo went to the door and would just bark at the door.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the deer was mooning me. Anyway, but he like went up to the three of us because we were in the kitchen. He came up to the three of us and went, like it was like quiet. Like he's like, alert, guys, in case you didn't hear it. Somebody's at the door. It's really funny. My two mammals are really funny. Because Nova has learned to use the bells for me to open doors. So now she does that every morning. When it's time for me to get up, she'll hit the bell for me to open up the entryway door down here. And if she wants to go out into the 3-season porch, she'll ring the bells upstairs.
She's
okay,
like,
so the deer was like side, like the whole side was against the house. So no, it wasn't literally the asshole of the deer staring me in the face. It was just the hindquarters. I just opened the wrong side of the window, or I looked outside the wrong side of the blinds, basically. I mean, she used to do that, and then now she just hits that bell like, "Let me outside. Let me out. Let me go." It's so funny because I never taught it to Apollo. My sister's dog learned it when he was in his foster house. So when he stays here, I got bells specifically so that he could have some bells here so that he knows to use them instead of my sister having to worry about bringing the ones from her house. So then Nico stayed here for a week. And throughout that week, Apollo was like, wait, so every time he hits those bells, she opens the door and lets us outside. Cool. So what happens if I hit the bell? So Apollo started hitting the bell. Then Nova started going, wait a minute. She opens doors if somebody hits the bell on that door. So then Nova started doing it. And now she just does it. And she was doing it so much this morning to annoy us upstairs when we were trying to have breakfast because it's so hot and humid. And it's a 3-season porch. We don't have that door just open. Like if she goes out there, we close her in.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so annoyed by that she would just be like, okay, one out. Okay, one in. Okay, one out. Okay, one in. Okay, one out. Okay, one in. Okay, one out. No, one in. No. She was. Don't look at me that way, mister. He looks away.
He's like, okay.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you. But yeah. It's so funny how my animals have learned from each other.
That is funny.
It's very interesting. It's also very telling that Nova does pay attention to Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a bit of attention to Apollo. And there was one day I got really mad at him for something. And like I was like really frustrated. And she normally, if I'm angry, like if I'm disciplining him, like I'm like, Apollo, leave it alone. You know, like that kind of thing. Nova will come from across the house to stand up for me and to hiss at him. That night, clearly, she thinks I was in the wrong because she hissed at me.
She defended him. That is so funny.
She defended the dog. The dog that keeps doing this shit. He said, "What? I didn't do anything. What
Hey,
did
I'm innocent.
I'm just waiting here like a good boy." Mr. Apollo, sir. But yeah, just funny. Where my cat decided to defend my dog. It's really funny. So clearly I was in the wrong in that situation where I was frustrated with him. I was in the wrong.
How dare
Because
you?
clearly. Are you trying to become a burrito?
He's a porkito. He's a woofito.
What? Do you want a hug?
Doll.
Thank you. Always nice kisses. Accurate. What you doing, puppy? Oh, I know. Okay. You all done? Okay. Thank you. That was very nice. He's just creeping on me from behind. Oh. Anyway, but yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and go through everything here. So, and I'm gonna finally go blow my nose because I think that's what's making me real sniffly right now.
Probably, yeah.
I need to probably blow it right now. So writing prompt that we're probably not going to do is write a story about a princess who has to rescue her love interest. We're just gonna say that because we know you're not gonna write Prince. So Kay's goal: work on the second draft of Bloodlust and do the writing prompt. Britt's goal: finish the first draft of Having Fans and with an average of 2,000 words a day for the year. AKA do something every day creative, right? And it's at this point now I'm just writing every day. Trying to. I mean, obviously I take some days off, but whatever. And then do the writing prompt. We'll see. We'll see if we do the writing prompt next month. Next stream will be August 16th, 2025 at 2 p.m., which is a Saturday. You are no longer the head boss at your job again. So yay, we can go back to Saturdays like today, for example.
Yay! We love it.
We love your new boss because
we do love our new boss.
She's awesome, but also because you can do Saturdays again.
Yay!
Which I guess last month was also a Saturday. I forgot. Oh no, it's today.
Yeah, today. Yeah, because she started last week.
Yeah.
Oh God, when did she start? Yeah, it was last week.
There you go. Anyway, thank you for joining us for this 3.5-hour stream where you know, our ADHD brains take us places, y'all. Our ADHD brains take us places.
Always.
This is why it's a live stream and not a podcast, because I could not imagine making anybody edit our podcast to make it anywhere coherent. Though maybe one day this will become a podcast. We'll see.
It might, you know.
This kind of is kind of a podcast at the end of the day. It's a live
right.
stream.
You don't really
need.
You don't really need to watch it unless you just want to see our lovely faces.
I mean, this is not a lovely face, but it's fine. It's an okay face. I'm not saying I'm ugly. I'm just saying I'm okay. 3 at best. Out of 20. 100,000 million.
No.
Well, there's a face that you really, really like that's part of the stream. So obviously.
Obviously.
Ugh. Anyway, so thank you all for joining us today. It's fun. Like I said, all of our silly little ADHD directions that we took. A glass of wine is calling my name, as is a tissue paper, facial tissue, Kleenex, because I don't know what's going on up here right now.
It's just
a thing. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all next month. Bye.
Bye.